Hello. Good day, good morrow. How was it? Hello, everybody. Today, of course, we're going to jump into some Sky Factory 4 as we normally do, but we have a something a little special to do first. My wife decided to be down here for this, so that everybody can get enjoyment out of my torture. Um, so today we are going to start off here by participating in the brand name, I believe it's Pocky One Chip Challenge. Uh, so this is a very spicy tortilla chip. There's one chip in here, and it is very, very hot. The Carolina Reaper Sichuan heat, it says, inside one extremely hot tortilla. Yes, I know, I'm going to do something stupid. So I'm going to eat this chip. It was our extra life goal that if we raise $1,000 that I would eat this chip live, and I'm going to do that because we raised over 1,200 already. That's very cool, but I haven't even opened it yet. It's still like closed. Yeah, I'll take that. Realize I didn't have anything to open it with. So yes, cat was trying to tell me something. I think my cat was bidding me a fond farewell. Is what I think was doing. Knows I'm not going to survive this probably. Get the thing open here. I do have some gloves here that I'm going to put on here in just a moment once I get the package open. Actually, no, I may need them. Just keep. Here we go. All right. One chip challenge. It is one tortilla. It actually feels pretty solid. A lot of times people say they get these things and they're broken up. Now, it comes with instructions. Eat the entire chip. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. As long as possible will not be very long. Post your reaction on social media. Well, that part I handled as well. So it says, how long can you last before throwing in the towel? And the weakest one is 5 minutes. I'll be shocked if I make that, to be honest. So there's that. So yes, there's and oddly enough now, they sell just spicy bags of chips at grocery stores. We were at Target just a little while ago, and you could buy just their super spicy regular chips in different flavors right there. In fact, this thing here says gives a coupon for a free bag. I won't do that, but for those of you who like spicy things, it could be for you. So, yeah, we're going to jump in. Why is my wife here? She decided she wants to be able to laugh at my punishments as well.
I can also take a picture.
She also take a picture.
And post it to Facebook.
Yes. Now I have a full new tub of chocolate ice cream right here, and a fresh jug of very cold milk. I keep my refrigerator exceptionally cold. I like that because that's where most of our drinks are kept, and I like my beverages very, very cold, almost to the point of starting to get slushy. Kitty, no, no, no. Get away from the chip, buddy. You can't handle that. I can't handle that. You can't. All right. But yeah, she came by to say hello, and just she doesn't pop on very often, but I thought she might like to be here. Last year when I did the sauce, the extra hot sauce, the ghost pepper sauce, she was asleep at the time, so she didn't get to see that one. So it might be cool for her to be for this. But so let me get ye old way too small gloves on. Mother-in-law had a bag of these. Borrowed them from her. Wishing me the best of luck. Well, I appreciate that, Logan. A lot of people there wishing me luck, and I appreciate that. Rose will be here soon getting a drink. Okay, well, hopefully she pops in pretty quick here, and we'll get that done. Oh, my goodness. So many people here today. Well, I appreciate you all showing up. Now, again, while I'm getting this set up and ready here, I did do some stuff on Sky Factory today. I think we're really good in some areas, and I think that we are maybe hitting a little bit of a wall in another one. So, intriguing. Let me take a sip of this chocolate milk. I have a feeling I'll be tossing that straw aside pretty quickly and just going straight for the cup. So, I'm going to pop it. Now, hopefully we see an actual stream and not a dead dream. I promise I will stream even if the skin melts off my face and I become a fat Skeletor. I promise. Thank you very much, RTX Ninja. All right, so I'm going to break it up before I put it in my mouth, which is one of the things I've had people say helps. That if you put the whole thing in your mouth without chewing, and then try to chew it, that's going to be That's going to work. Did I build more sugarcane farm? Yes, I did. I built one more. I was actually the thing I did right before we fired up here. I'm going to set this. Ooh. Oh, it is pungent. It is a tortilla chip, but it is. Ooh, smell that. It smells like a trash can.
Oh my god.
See?
Oh, it smells like.
It smells like hot dead ass is what it smells like. It even looks, it's burnt around the edges. Good Lord. Real talk. Those regular chip bags that Pocky does are delicious. Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. So, again, I'm going to pop this into a couple pieces before I put it into my mouth, which should hopefully help a little bit. But I'm going to do the whole thing at once just to get it in and get it down. So there's that. What's that? 54 today. Draven didn't plan it. Wait, is it your birthday today, Teresa? Oh, snap. I believe Teresa said it's her birthday. Well,
Happy birthday.
Teresa's the one that likes to see me in pain. So, well, talk about best birthday present there. It is. Well, happy birthday, Teresa. Well, then, this was an extra special one for you then, isn't it? I swear to you, I'm going to get this in my mouth, chew as quickly as I can and get it down, and then I'm going to let it go from there. Could you open up? Sorry, we're just opening the lid off the ice cream. I need to be prepared. Again, I busted it into several chips. Again, they're still pretty big. Give my wife a piece. I couldn't do that. No, just honestly, medically, she couldn't.
We're having technical difficulties.
I told you, I keep it so cold that the lid freezes in place, so she's trying to pop it up here. There we go. Got that off? Where's the spoon? Got the spoon in the top? Excellent. It's already getting a little melty. I took it out a few minutes ago, so to get going. All right. Oh, buddy, no, this isn't the time, buddy. I love you, but I don't want to get this on you in any way. It's already dropping crumbs here. Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunity. Make a pose. I think she'll have plenty of opportunity. All right. Luckily, let me see. I've got everything on. Yes, we are filming it. Gone, but never. Melt into a puddle. Fat Canadian Skeletor. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Hold on. It's a lot.
Looks like your eyes are watering.
A little bit. I got a drink. I got a drink. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Sorry.
Oh, it's making his hand shake.
It's so hot. Mm. 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 Fuck.
Wait for it.
Uh. Mm. Mm. Oh, it hurts so bad. Mm. Mm. Oh, God.
Yeah, he's tearing up.
Mm. Oh, God. Oh, fuck me. Mm. Sorry, I can't talk much.
Hard.
Mm-hmm. No better at all. Mm. Mm. Ugh.
He's lost the ability to.
My God. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't have anything. Uncle Lemon. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Thank you, Psycho123, for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm literally smearing it on my lips. Mm-hmm. 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 God damn it. Ice cream helps a lot. Mm. Oh, God. Mm. My God. It's just getting worse. Mm.
You have a member.
New follower. Mm-hmm.
A new follower.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for following for Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording this for posterity.
Oh, so am I. Oh, my God. Ice cream. Mm. Mm.
Hard to imagine this is taking so long to get out of your to quit hurting.
I'm sorry I'm not talking much through this. I really, really am. This hurts so bad. Really does. I'm, the ice cream really helped. Oddly enough, it's chocolate. I can't taste it. Hey, buddy. Part of the issue is that this little piece is still stuck in my teeth. I'm trying to work it out. Mm-hmm. Ah.
So glad that I didn't try pee.
I wouldn't do it for you. Hell, I didn't want to do it to me. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Kid you not? This sucks, but it's worth it. Yeah, the cat's looking at me like I'm an asshole. It's because I am, buddy. Hoo-ha. Oh, God. Mm. 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 I'll take a brain freeze right about now. I'm, I'm saying it's going to be worse coming out than going in.
Oh God, if it's that way, then
That's why.
you're in a world apart.
Brain freeze. What is my webcam? One minute. I got it down here. Give me a second. It's not getting any better. It's only getting worse. Okay. My webcam is a Logitech HD webcam C615. Unlike the sauce from last year. Unlike the sauce from last year, this is burning more in my throat, where the sauce burned more in the front of my mouth. The chewing was a big issue, because it took a lot longer than I thought. The chip was very stale. Nina, I'm not sure if yours was like that as well, but it was very hard to chew. It was very tough. Trying to just talk some here, so and I was it was very hard to chew, like cardboard. It was a lot like a cardboard is what it was chewing on. It was tough, and because of that, it was in my mouth a lot longer than I expected. Yes, I know, baby, I'm hurting too. It was in my mouth a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But I got mine on Amazon. It's like less than $10. Are my taste buds? Oh, shut up, Alexa. This is not the time, please. I say again, your steak froze. What it was very hard. What was that? Logan! Thank you very much for joining the membership program. Happy to have you, sir. Thank you very much. Hey, a new member. Oh, wow, goodness. Welcome back, Logan. We were glad to have you back, sir. So at first it really wasn't hot at first, to be honest with you. When I was chewing, I was trying to chew as quickly as I could to get the pieces down, and it was very, very hard. I think I may have already said that. But it was stuck all in my teeth, you know, when you chew it. And because it was very hard and gummy, I was still pulling pieces out. I apologize. I don't normally talk with my mouth open, but I mean, this is kind of the point here, right? They're starting to calm down just a little bit. $19 USD. A very hard pouch Chihuahua. I will tell you this. There are one thing I was thinking expensive as well, but there are different colored boxes. This box is, I got crumbs in it. I'm being very careful not to drop any of them. So this one's like a mostly red, but with a little bit of black. Last year's was black with a little bit of red. So last year's, they only make a certain amount each year. It comes to a different package each year. The older ones cost a bit more because they're not in production. So you may have seen those. I bought my box, oh God, probably about 2 months ago at this point. Now, that said, that getting near the end of the year, maybe the stock isn't as, oh God, I'm trying to just tough it through some of this and not eat as much ice cream. I tried. It's possible they may not have as many out in circulation still. Plus, a lot of people were doing things like this for Extra Life, so there might have been a bit of a rush on them right now. I'm just trying to get it everywhere. When can you like over this? I'm gonna try and joke. You see it? I have a China story. Let me tell you a China story while my face is melting off, because everybody likes my China stories. If you've been here before, you know that I spent a little bit of time. So say the webcam name again. Yes, give me a second here. It was a Logitech HD webcam
C615 is the model that I have. Actually, I was actually looking for one, a good one, and several months ago when I upgraded the computer, but they were sold out. You couldn't get them anywhere. Yeah, C615, that's correct. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It's like the burning of my mouth and tongue and the little bit of the top of the back of my neck is constant and very, very uncomfortable. But when I speak, it's like a blast of hot air coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean? It's like if you're standing in front of a heater, like something's really hot and blowing it. That's what it feels like when it's coming out. Lemon juice, lemonade. Carbs and bread, I think, could help as well. Definitely. I think that I should have done that. I did not. I don't have anything sour. I did get the ice cream and the milk. And the ice cream is much better than the milk. Oh, I drank almost half a jug of milk there in the first minute or so. Am I going to be able to do a full stream? Hell yeah. Am I going to be shitting fire halfway through? Hell yeah. But, you know, one way we're going to get in. I'm trying to give myself a little bit more time between each thing of ice cream. Tough it up a little bit here. Oh, my God, but it burns. Said my tongue in the back here, pretty rough. Is oh God. Is my webcam? No, just a small over the top of the screen one. Not bad at all. I was saying I was looking for one earlier in the year. Just couldn't get them anywhere because everybody started working from home. Everybody was sold out of webcams. So Shadowcast, who does all the art for the channel, she had a spare one for her and her husband. They weren't streaming as much, and they lent me this one. I'm here. Hey, Draven. How much to eat a 10-pack of Carolina Reaper peppers without milk or water? Well, I just don't think I could physically do it. I wouldn't be against it. But I genuinely, this is hot. If there's something out there hotter, hell, maybe we'll do that next year.
I think it's too hard mentally, physically.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. A little hard time breathing because my chest is, caving in and I'm dying. But yeah, it was. I just don't think I could eat a 10-pack. If I was to do it, I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know how big those are. 200 members. We got 200 members. I'd be giddy. I'll be giddy anyways. It is calming down a little bit finally. $9 for a pack? That's cool. Hey, buddy. No, you can't go. I just don't want him to. My kitty keeps getting closer, and I understand. He fears for my very life right now. I just don't want him anywhere where any of this dust might get on him. I'm going to put everything in a little bag here. When we get done here, we're going to be working on our Sky Factory. I think that... like a second wave just hit. Holy hell. I feel like I've been making out with a fire spirit. Oh, God.
I'm gonna
don't touch anything. I want you to get on your hand. I'm thinking of ways to talk about this. I want to keep the box.
You're keeping the
box. I'm keeping the box, is the thing. Yeah, so I'm trying to... But there's literally... I wanted to keep the box, but there's crumbs in it. I may tape it shut so the crumbs are never seen again. Try that off. Ooh, second wave. Good Lord. See here. Rose says, wow. Well, you know what, Rose? I'm saying wow, too. Whew. I ate a fair bit of ice cream. It's calming down a little bit again. I had a second wave there for just a second. It just, like, I feel like I just was deep throating an exhaust pipe. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Just like the deep throating, like just going to town on that thing. Like basically paying my rent kind of thing. You know what I mean? Holy smoke. Mm-hmm. And it was just it was funky, very funky. My God. Mm. So it was hotter than the sauce I had last year. Very much so. Right now, I cannot feel my tongue. Like I'm like, kid you not. Like I'm rubbing against the top of my mouth, and I don't feel anything. Like my tongue is just so hot. It's just all I feel is burn in there, kind of thing. Whew. Seem to be very different. Well, of course, you may be just a lot more manly than I am, Neon. It's also possible as well. Compressor star into a chip. I want to stress the chip didn't taste good. Like, I understand that they made it hot and all that, but you think it would have maybe an adequate flavor to it. But it really didn't have a good flavor. It just, it tasted burnt, and the edges looked very, very burnt. But I kind of thought like it would have a decent, good flavor, and then the heat would kick. And it was just instantly ass. That's all I tasted. It was just bleh.
The smell was bad.
Oh,
too.
it was smell. Yeah, it was bad. And like I said, it felt stale. Best by 2/1/20. Well, I was okay. Best by next year, so it wasn't old or anything. Seeing now the aftermath of putting the chip in the mouth since I let it load for a bit. I don't do well with spicy stuff at all. Taco Bell mouth sauce more than I want normally, if that helps. How was the chip? Challenging. I will say though that yeah, this oh, how much was the chip? Yeah, it was like, I think it was like $7.99 or $8.99 is what I got it for off of Amazon. You know, great. That's a good question. We are like just a smidge over 400 from having 10,000 subs on the channel. I'd like to do something cool with that. 500 members for another chip. Good Lord. You guys just want to see me do this again, huh? Eat a pack of Korean fire noodles. They're probably not as spicy, but apparently it tastes good. Are you going to deal with the exploding from a chip? Oh, yeah, I'm expecting it to... this is where the term shitfire comes from, I'm pretty sure. Woo! Ever eat this chip again? Nope, I'd do it. Hell, I'd do too.
You would, yeah.
For the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, parody. I would consider it. I mean, I gotta up myself somehow next year, right? This year we made 1,000. Next year my goal is going to be 2,000. I definitely want to keep doing better. The better I can do, of course we have the channel hopefully continues to grow and such. How many members for doing a bag of these chips? Oh, good Lord.
He wouldn't make it.
Mystique's like, oh my God, no, don't do a bag. Gonna melt the bottom of the toilet bowl. That's very true. Basically, what me coming out of the bathroom is gonna look a lot like the DeLorean hitting 88 in Back to the Future, just some flame trails. Yeah, I think they'll have a bag. They sell bags of chips. Let's see how long I can go now. It's still really, really hurting, but not as bad. It's fading off now, definitely. The ice cream was way more effective than the milk was. When I put the ice cream in my mouth, I didn't feel the ice cream. Like, I didn't feel cold. It just was less hot. Like, it's almost like I put an empty spoon in my mouth. There was no tactile difference. Like, I didn't feel it touching against my tongue. I just felt my tongue not burn as bad. Let's see. Gonna be like my boss in the airplane. Oh yeah, just bouncing all over the place. I'll tell you. Spicy story from China. So I'm sitting over there, and there isn't a lot of... Oh, what is the wallpaper? Let me answer that for you real quick. It's actually not a wallpaper, surprisingly. It's Minecraft. It's gray with all the different ores in it, gold and thing. They're actually, it's like a plasticky vinyl. I got them in the birthday section at Walmart. They're actually tablecloths meant for Minecraft themed birthday parties. So I bought several and I hung them up as a backdrop over, because it was just, the wall was just like a off-white color, which wasn't cool. So I'm using several of those as the background, but it looks like it's Minecraft dirt. You know, it's like the stone, it's gray stone with the different ore designs in it, like gold and emerald and lapis and that kind of stuff. I thought it was kind of cool. I just wanted something a little bit more theme crafty. Oh, hello, Rose. Hello, hello. Oh, I mean. So China story. I'm in China, and there's not a lot to eat in China, which sounds odd. Whew. There's not a lot to eat over there, because where we worked, our factory was on a military base. Airbag inflators, the things that pop your airbag out, which is what my company made, have a small amount of explosives in them. It's called energetics, and it reaches about 40,000 degrees Fahrenheit, or it's very hot in about 0.4 seconds. So what happened? The way an airbag works, our car hits electrical thing, hits a little thing called an igniter, like tiny firecracker, pops off, and those energetics, which look like little pills, burn really fast, really quick, and then that heat causes the gas inside, which is a mix of argon and helium, makes it expand very quickly. At the other end, there's a lid, but it's a very flat metal disc at one end. On top of that disc is a cap with some holes in it. The air busts through that metal plate, that little cap, and out the holes. The airbag is clamped around the top. The airbag pops out. So all this happens very, very quick. Are all my stories true? 100%. But that's what my company made. So they sent me to China to go over there, and I talked a little about that yesterday. So when I'm over there, there's not a whole lot. 3-ply, man, I may need like 10-ply, just basically a thick ass piece of wood. But it's manageable now. It's faded off. I'm feeling drained, like my neck and my shoulders hurt. Because we have explosives on it, my company was partnered with the Xinhua branch of the Chinese government, which is the military branch. And so these things have to be on there. Will ever do regular Minecraft channel? Sure, I'll do any type of Minecraft. People want to see it. We got bused. Excuse me. We rode a bus there every day and every night for about a 12-hour shift. I think you put this. Thank you very much. And we were hanging out there, and like I said, the hotels we stayed at, 5-star, incredibly expensive. It was 10 grand a month for me to be there. And it was all paid for by the Chinese government, so it didn't cost us anything. But it's funny because it all technically went on a company card. So I still sometimes get cards in the mail. It's like, come on back for vacation. Because in their minds, I paid for it. But we paid for it on a company card, and then it was reimbursed by the Xinhua branch. But when you go there, of course, you can't smoke on the military base because there's things there that you could ignite in the air and blow up. So anybody who smoked had to walk about 10 minutes off the base and stand outside the gate and smoke. I did not smoke, but most everybody did. A lot of times I'd walk out there with them and just hang out and chat. And the very first time we got there, they were very, very honest. They're like, okay, to get to the gate, you go up this road, till you get to that sign, you turn right, you go to the end. And if you go on any other road or you walk anywhere else, we're going to shoot you and then find out why you were walking where you weren't supposed to be. Again, this is a military base. They're not going to screw around with stuff like that. Okay. My wife is going to slide upstairs now that the aftermath is pretty much over. Here you go, babe. But thank you for coming down and sitting with me here during that torturous moment. I'm feeling okay now. Feeling okay. Like it still burns, but it's okay. Thank you, sweetie. She says goodbye. We'll see you guys later. She'll see you later. I'll tell this story as I'm pulling up the Minecraft here. Still got the milk. Ooh. So we had to be very careful about that stuff, which I understand. It's a military base. They don't want you just bumbling around and, playing with stuff. I'm loading up the game's actually on. I'm just pulling it over. So, am I gonna after Sky Factory 4? After I get done doing all these advancements, we're going to bounce over to sorry, a little out of breath still. We're gonna bounce over to the Project E. So we got more Sky Factory 4 after that. So there's lots of other things. You should keep the chip in the background for the next stream. Oh yeah, I set it over here. I'm gonna set up here in front of the Keanu frame. I had to. That's unplugged right now, so the Keanu frame isn't currently working because I got to do a little bit of rewiring back there. Whew. Okay. So, anyways, the reason I bring all this up is there's not really anything to eat. In the factory, a free meal was provided to everyone who worked there. It was part of the benefits of working there. And again, I want to stress that I met so many wonderful, hardworking, amazing people while I was there. And most of these people didn't have electricity for most of the day. They only had it for certain times of the day. When found out how much people got paid and such to work there, like some people were making like $100 a month was their pay rate there. So getting a hot meal for lunch is considered quite a perk. And they also had work clothes that were given to them. So that's two things. So it was a very sought after job that I had, or the company that I worked for in that area. But we didn't eat the food because if we did, first of all, everything there is spicy. Everything you eat at China is spicy, pretty much. And I'm gonna switch over to Minecraft now. I think I've got it up. And sorry. I didn't like it. Plus, a lot of times you'd be eating fish and like bones would stab you in the gums and stuff. Little bones they can pull up. They just crunched through them, but we didn't do that. So most of the time we didn't have a lot of stuff to eat for lunch. So we'd have very big breakfast because the hotel we stayed at, because we're on the top 2 floors, which is kind of like executive suites. We had our own private dining area, and there were also 3 restaurants down inside that you could go eat at, and everything just went on the company card. I'm feeling lightheaded, so I apologize. It was very cool. So we did a big breakfast, and then when you come back, you just had a huge dinner. Sometimes at lunch, you would, maybe just have a snack or something like a bag of potato chips or something you could buy in the souvenir shop in the hotel. But there was a gentleman that worked there named Travis. Friend came over there with me when I was over there. And Travis, he was an adventuring type. So on his lunch break, man, he'd go out and he didn't have an interpreter, nothing. He'd just go out and find things. He'd go out and he'd try eating anything he wanted out there. And he came back one day and he said he found this place that had Chinese hamburgers. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, well, it's what they say would be because you can get a regular hamburger there. They have McDonald's, but this is what they called their old style. And I was like, okay. And he said, they're really good. I really enjoy them. He goes there. And of course they're like 25 cents, right? I mean, for us, they're next to nothing. And he's like, I'm going to get one. I'm like, well, maybe I'll try one. Would you mind bringing me one back if you're going to eat there next time? He's like, yeah, I'd like it. Would you like the mild or the spicy? And I was like, you better bring me the mild. I don't handle spicy very well. And when he brought it back, it was more like a barbecue sandwich, shredded meats. Ask what kind of meat. Let that go. And I ate it. And until today and then last year's stream, that was the spiciest thing I'd ever had. And I was in the bathroom for hours that night, just in pain, cramping. People are like, oh, but you had to use a lot of toilet paper. I'm like, no, I'm afraid it would have caught on fire. Hello, Gary and Sarah Pinkman. All right, I apologize. I know I've been rambling a bit. I'm feeling like I'm coming back down here now, but I have so many cool China stories that I'm not even begin to open the book on for you guys yet. But I had that one there. I ate that sandwich and I took one bite. That's all I could get down. Like it was just instant heat, and it wasn't as bad as what I just did a few minutes ago. If you just tuned in, I just did the 1 chip challenge, which was rough sauce. And Adrian, yes, I did see that. So 655 million is as big as they can get. That's a horrendous battery. When was that? When China? I was in China in 2006, I believe it was. I was there because I would go for 28 days, come back for 2 weeks. Go for 28 days, come back. Did that 3 times, because the visas that we got to work there, you had to leave the country for 48 hours every 28 days. Or else you had to get a 6-month visa, which was way more expensive, and the company didn't want to do that. So even my legs are feeling hot. My legs, I feel like I'm sitting on a heating pad. But I would go and come back, which again, the flying part was not fun because again, I was even bigger back then and I didn't like heights. But being there was cool. Turn on the AC. I would if it wouldn't freeze the family off. But maybe if you want, I'll tell another China story a little bit later in the stream. I've got a couple good ones that would be all right. And I want to say thank you everybody who's come by today and hung out with me and who patiently has been sitting there and letting me just flap my gums. If you're enjoying yourself, please be sure to click like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell symbol so you'll get notifications so you can watch all my stupidity in real time. Whew, they can get blankets. You know, my friends used to always come over. This before I met my wife. My friends would always come over and they'd be hanging out and they'd be like, hey, it's really cold in here. Can we turn the heat up? And I'm like, no. Because, you know, my house. This is my apartment. And most of my friends, in my whole life, most of my friends have always been female. I just always get along better. So most of the time it's chicks that are hanging at the house. And they're like, well, there's 6 of us. And doesn't it make more sense for one person to be uncomfortable instead of 6? And I'm like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're coming at me with a logical argument. You're throwing facts in. The important thing is it's my house. So no, it doesn't matter. But more importantly, I have tons of blankets sitting over there on the couch for you guys if you're cold. You can always put more clothes on. I can only get so naked. Which route are we going to do this? And they're like, we'll get the blankets. I'm like, wise choice. Even I don't want to see this. Someone in Russia just stole my Ubisoft account. Ouch. Snap. I'm sorry to hear that, Bead Mode. All right, let's recap where we left off here. Okay, so when we left off yesterday, we were working on that big old fusion reactor. I've got some things to talk about there. We were also talking about some mob mashers, trying to get more heads. Lots to talk about there. We'll start with this one. So I built a 3rd sugarcane farm, and I originally was running it into this one, but for some reason, once I connected the 3rd one to this, the system couldn't handle it, and it started backing it up, and these chests just completely filled with sugarcane. So this one is still feeding sugarcane into the original because the packager can handle the 2 at once. So that's fine. This one here, what I did is I put 1 packager in there, so it's just making compressed and then feeding it directly into the system. So that way I can take it in myself. But right now it's already 89,000 compressed sugarcane. So we're going to compress it further ourselves and take it in there and see how fast we can kind of get this going. Also, I had the diamond farm in the cookies. I expanded that. I've been building up some diamonds. So we're going to, all in a little bit emerald, we're going to chunk all this junk into the matter overdrive reactor and see if we can get that thing up and pumping today. Let's see. Draven needs to grow his head collection. Speaking of that, yeah. So here's the head collection, and that's just there. These are the heads we've got just while we've been talking. So let me grab these and throw these into the head box. So here's the upside and downside of using the mob masher that I have found. For some reason, all the heads that are taken off of mobs using the mob masher makes them a default male or female skin. I can put the head down and then it looks normal. And if I break it, it'll go back in like this one here. But it's hard to tell which one they are without dropping one first. But there are definitely some heads there I don't have. We are going to look at those today. So we are going to jump on that. And I've got, it took a while, but I do have that thing fully mashed out now. I actually put that little door in here so I have a way of getting in and out. So that is now 9 mob mashers, all with the 10 beheading upgrades. Because I've been pumping gold out over here. Because we were running low on gold, so I finally got some of that done. Again, we're going to jump all this stuff here. And I probably got more diamond. And then we're going to go and take that over to the reactor. We check our fuel situation here. We should be good on this. And then we're going to take a look at where our problem lies. Let's take a look at this fusion reactor. So here is a thing that we kind of snagged into.
Grape says, kind of bored of Sky Factory 4. Should I jump into Prestige? Yes. If you've not done Prestige yet, it's a very interesting challenge to add to the game because you know how everything works, but now you have to figure out ways to do it without using the machines you would normally use. So it definitely takes longer. And duplicating things using the Parabox is actually kind of fun. So I do recommend giving Prestige a shot if you've never done it. I forgot the Wither Builder was a thing, and I made Sky Factory through Wither Farm. Oh, gotcha. Mudley, asking me how I am. I'm well now. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Let me rephrase that. I'm feeling very lightheaded right now. I'm actually a little bit dizzy from the chip. I'm also on a lot of medication, so who knows how it's going to react with that. Someone did ask a while ago, the stomach surgery I had a few years ago, maybe that's why the chip is worse. That is very possible. I did see the question. I'm sorry I didn't get to answer it sooner, but I was watching. I had weight loss surgery a few years ago. They removed 2/3 of my stomach and reran my internal intestines. So that could be part of the reason why some of these things hit me harder. If it's anything like alcohol, it hits me harder than it does a regular person, but it passes through me faster. And the effect. If I drink a ton of alcohol or just some alcohol, it'll hit me harder than the regular person, but I sober up very, very quickly because it just doesn't stay in my system long. Ooh, might fall over midway of the stream. Hey, if we do, then that'll be entertaining. What is my sword? I am using a Supremium sword primarily. This one is a steel cleaver. I just made it all of steel because I was going to go around maybe a little bit today and see if we can kill some mobs and get some different mob heads that I don't have yet. So here we have this thing. So here's the problem that we've run into. I am currently running at 98.1% efficiency, which is pretty awesome. My temperature is only 4,000 of 20,000, and it's really not going up much at all at this point. I've got it set. So I'm in really good shape. This thing is up and running perfectly. I did add a little bit more coolant, as you can see on the inside, just to be on the safe side. But at this point, temperature's going up like 1 point every 30 seconds kind of thing. Not much at all. So I'm happy with that. But I was supposed to get this thing to 3 million power in order to get the advancement, and I'm at 1,000,041, and that's as high as it's going to go. It will not go higher than this as it stands. Mystique says, whoa, made a fusion one. God, I have a lot to catch up on. Oh, yes, this took a while. Should I unlock Project E or Mist Agriculture? Wait on Project E. Project E, you don't even get to use any of it in your world. That just unlocks you the ability to use Project E on a new world when you're done. For all intents and purposes. I mean, if I remember correctly, I don't think it gave me any access to Project E stuff in that world. So Project E should be one of the last things you buy. So that way you can then step into a new world and start a Project E world. If I remember correctly again. But yeah, Mystical Agriculture, 100%. You definitely want that. And of course, I could be wrong. Again, I didn't touch any of the Project E stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I may be, again, it was a year ago. If I can use Project E in the old world, I may just jump back in and do that. When you start, use the Project Tree world. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we've got this here. So the only thing that might feasibly raise the power is if we were to switch to a different type of fuel. But that's the thing. When I'm looking at it here, it says base max power and optimal temperature. So it says base max power is 44,000 RF per tick, but I'm technically making more than that now. I don't know if that's based on, because that wouldn't be for a maximum size. That's just going to be the base size. So that's probably for the smallest size. And when I'm looking at these, some of them have a little bit higher, like that. This one, like we said, it's 44,000. This one, it says KRF, so I'm assuming that would be 112,000. So definitely there are some fuels that go a little bit higher. Definitely a lot that go lower. But I'm not sure how I would get that to 3 million, because when I was looking at this, none of them was that drastically higher than the hydrogen. Some were a little bit higher,
That one's probably twice the size as the hydrogen, but I need triple the size of the hydrogen. So I'm not sure if I was able to find one that would get it that high. So I'm not sure. It just says I got access to Project E when you unlock it. And I just may not have realized it. It may have worked for me too. Sorry. The spicy wants to come back up. But yes, so at this point, I have a fully operating, stable reactor. Just a tiny bit, with 98% efficiency. It would not take much more cooling at all to get this dead even. So the reactor's built. I'm just not sure how we would get it all the way up to 3 some million. At least, again, my math is not strong, so I was trying to calculate it with what I've got. I was trying to calculate the fuels to see which one would be higher, and I wasn't finding anything that would get us to 3.3 million. So I may have to do a little bit more researching on that. But the good side is I didn't have one pop. It did not leak one time powering up. And it was going up real fast, so I thought it was just going to keep going to 3 million, but then I slid over here and I saw that it stopped at 104.2, and it's been at that for a while now. So I'm not sure how to get that higher. We'll have to look at that. Okay, so there's that. But we can go over and look at our matter overdrive reactor, and then we'll look at heads. So as you can see, I've been putting together diamond. If this isn't enough, I'm sure there's more in the cookie room, because I did double the amount of saplings I had going on in there. So let's go ahead and grab what we can here. And here, you see, it definitely gets heads. I mean, there's just tons of heads. Woo, feeling lightheaded. I'm throwing all these into the inventory just so that when we get over there, I can pull them out using the remote. Dawns on me, I could have probably. Yes. Okay. Could we get matter our space-time accelerators? Oh, that's something we can definitely look at if we don't have enough diamond here. Do you need to drain byproduct fluids out of a reactor? You don't. You can, for sure. But there's an option over here to void leftover fluids. So basically, I have it set that once it gets maximum, it just throws the rest into trash, into the void, same as putting it in a trash can. So that is an option you can do if you don't want to mess with it filling up or clogging up your system. So you can do that. And Chase says that won't be enough. Well, we're not that far off. We've actually upgraded it quite a bit already, because we have to get it to 15,000, and we've currently at 1280. So we're not super far off. So we'll get as many as we can. See it where this puts us. And then we're going to take a look at that sugarcane business as well. So give me just a moment here. So as I max this out, it should now it's just spitting. Oops! It should be just spitting them out automatically for me. Running okay? Yes. Okay. My face is numb. All right, so there we go. And that was Control Q. I'll be honest with you, people have told me that multiple times, and I always forgot to try it. I did not realize that this Control Q was such a basic thing. It kills me how many really basic things are out there that sometimes we just don't know about, you know? All right, let's see where that put us. Wow, that barely touched us. Hot damn. Yeah, the octuple, that's what I was thinking as well. If I can get done the cobblestone, then I can use the sugarcane, then I could use that and throw it in here. Game crashed from a bonsai pot. Ooh, that's odd. All right, well, that didn't do a whole lot. So that's disappointing. I was hoping we'd get a little bit bigger of a bang out of that, but we have more diamond. Let's go down and take a look at it. Jump in here and see what we've got. So this is producing diamond, but at an incredibly slow rate, just because it takes so long to melt it. But it is still doing regular diamond. I've been coming in here occasionally and just cleaning it out of diamond. Get that here.
So, yeah, I didn't realize that the project, because if I can use Project E on that old world, I would then ask you all, when it's time for me to do Project E, should I go back into the original Prestige world that I was playing way back in the day and continue it, or start a whole new world from scratch? See what you guys thought. Did you get the new curse? No, I've not touched that yet. I did go in, and today, of course, I saw the pop-up saying there was another thing going on. That we're going to have to change here soon. You guys were talking about it yesterday, but I had the game running all day, and I guess it didn't pop up. Everybody's saying a new world. That works for me. I will start a fresh, brand new world, and we will dance into Project E. In fact, that sounds fun. Actually, sounds cool to me. That's what I wanted to do. But, I mean, that does mean I'll be starting off using some of just the old basic stuff that we've all seen. I just want to make sure it's something you guys see. Don't want to bore you guys out. As for the stabilizers, I'm not having a problem with the stabilizer. The stabilizers don't increase the strength of the black hole. That just happens from adding stuff to it. So stabilizers would be good if the black hole was becoming a problem. But at this point, it's what we've got is holding it, so that should be okay. Doesn't matter, Noel says. Hey, Draven, I started automating electric NAC alloy because it seemed useful. How do I make a salt fission reactor? Lord. Or had to make one of those. Let me dump this diamond in here real quick, and we'll take a look at it. Use the Project Tree World. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll figure it out. Sure. Ouch. Stop it. Ouch. Stop it. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. One thing that is fun, if you've never done it with these things here, if you're in creative, you don't have to do it in creative, but it is. If you want to have some fun with it, go into creative, and then you can just grab a black hole and put it wherever you want. And then I went to the Lost Kingdoms and went inside one of the domes and set it right in the middle of like one of the little buildings of towns. And then, of course, in creative, I just started chunking in diamond and emerald until it got so big it just started to shred the whole world apart. It looked kind of cool. It won't destroy the whole thing because it does still have a maximum range of destruction, but it was still fun to see it just sucking up the building and the mobs and all that stuff. Kind of interesting. Let's see. Project X is Skyfire 4 to gain more EMC. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what all that is because I've not messed with Project E before. What is this black hole? The black hole is a gravitational anomaly. When you can, using the Matter Overdrive mod that's included in Sky Factory 4, you can make a reactor out of this that makes a lot of power. And this thing here would make a ton of power if I needed it. I just don't need the power at this point. So there's that. You can hold Control and Q and just drag over the items. They'll all be dropped. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much, Jackson. I appreciate that. I did not know that. That's good. Check here. Okay. This is diamond. This is the diamond that's being melted in the cookie machine and sent up. So there's that. So I want to take a look here and see what we can do with the sugarcane real quick. And then I'm going to take a look at our head situation. Draven's search for head is infinite. So let's see here. Sugarcane. So I'm sitting on 98,000 compressed sugarcane. So I'm going to see how much I can compress those down. And then we will take those inside of our compact machine where it is actually doing the same thing, and see if we can help give that a little kickstart. I did not get a chance to do anything with Netherrack today yet. I will very likely do that before the next Sky Factory stream. Now, this next Sky Factory stream is going to be Monday night. So tomorrow being Sunday, we have the morning stream. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be streaming for usually 2 or 3 hours. We do a Sunday morning stream every week just for those folks who have a hard time making it to my regular streams. I have a lot of international folks who watch, which is ungodly flattering that enough of you guys are interested enough in watching my stuff at all, but especially from around the world. So I try to do one every Sunday morning so those people, or even here in America, work third shifts, have a better chance of being able to see one live. Folder for this just so it takes up less room. And then after that, we're going to do that from 9 to 12.
noonish, if you will. Then I'm going to take about 30 minutes to grab a bite to eat. And then tomorrow is going to be our community play day. If you're not sure what that is, it's something that was unlocked through a donation goal a couple months ago. So one day a month, I get a day where we just jump in and play some games together. I don't stream it, so it's just us all playing. We usually play Among Us, so that'll be about 12:30-ish tomorrow after I take 30 minutes to grab bite to eat kind of thing. We'll play a couple hours of probably Among Us. Anyone who wants to play is welcome to come in there. If we have more people than can play, we'll cycle it out and take turns. But we just jump into the voice chat in Discord. And we just kind of play some games. Anybody who wants to play can. Crazy, for sure. Does not have to be a member. This is a goal that is anybody who wants to play. If there's, like I said, more people that can play in a match, we'll probably play 1 or 2 matches with a group. Then we'll switch out some people so more people have a turn. But we would love to have anybody who wants to come swing on by. Throw at you that I will record it and may release it as a video. I recorded the last one. It's the first time I've done that kind of a thing. I normally don't record and then edit it and release it in videos later. Most of my stuff is live streaming. So some of the ways I had it set up, I went in and tried to edit it. I didn't record it well. I have made some fixes to that. So recording it this time should work better. And there's a good chance I'll put out an edited video, which of course will all be from my perspective because I can only record my point of view. But it would be something I think might be kind of fun that I can put out as a video for anybody who wants to see that. So that would probably come out a little bit later in the month as well. So I do want to make it, if you do come and play, there is a chance you'll end up in a video. If you're not comfortable with that, let us know and I'll either try to mute you out if I can. If I can't, then we just may have to, I just won't use the games that you're in. But I don't want you to say, oh, I don't want to be in the video so I don't get to play. I'll find a ways for you to play so that way you don't miss your opportunity. Anybody who wants to play, you are welcome. I appreciate every damn one of you, and I'll do whatever it takes to make sure everybody gets a fair chance to hang out and have some fun. I'm no good at Among Us. I've only played it a few times, mind you, but I'm not good. You know, I still like to give it a shot. It's a pretty fun game. I'm just, really, really new at it. People seem to have a little bit of a head start on me there. All right, so we've got some quadruple here. See if I can convert any more of those. So I don't have enough for another quadruple. Can we do a quintuple? The more I can compress it here, the easier it'll be to... I'll just leave those. I'll take these 15 quintuple in, and we'll put these in, and that'll help a little bit. Oh, yes, if you'd like to join up our Discord, there should be a link down in the description, or you can just go to my website, onlydraven.com, and there's a button right at the top. Click on that. It'll take you right in there, and then you will be able to hang in. It's open to anybody. Anybody's welcome to come in there. All right, so there's quintuple. That should have made that. We're up to 4 septuple now. We only need 5 more septuple. I will put some serious time into that in the next couple of days. What time is the time zone? Everything I do is Eastern Standard Time. That's where I'm at. So anything that I put out time-wise will always be based on that. Project E gives items of value called EMC. I'm just trying to read what I may have missed here, so bear with me a moment. Kick the fuse reactor. Could have used flux networks for super fast start of the core. Somebody mentioned that afterwards as well, and I'm so used to not using flux, it didn't even cross my mind at the time, but I believe you are correct, Jad. Is a billboard? Okay, did that. What time is it? Yeah, all my stuff is Eastern Standard. Never had imposter. I think my very first game I was imposter, and I lost very quickly. So yeah, the community will be at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. That is correct. The video about nuclear craft salt fission reactors. No. Now that I've got that in here, let's go take a look at that. I've never had to... I never remember even seeing anything about a salt fission reactor. Basalt salt reactor. Well, there it is. Disconnect otherwise disconnected parts of the reactor to the wall. How intriguing. I'll be honest with you, I did not even realize that this reactor was in there. God, now I got to build it. Salt mixer. Well, that I knew. Fission controller, the heart of the reactor. One is needed in the wall for it to form. What does that use? Hard carbon alloy. Graphite and diamond. Well, I'm using our diamond for something else right now. Let's see. More like fishing. I'll do a little research on that, and we will look to building that reactor on Monday. Feasibly. We may jump in and see if I can get that done, because that sounds
Interesting. Again, I never had to mess with that. Again, if it's not part of the advancements, a lot of times they're in there and I don't see them. But that sounds like something very cool that I'd like to definitely make a tutorial about. We can figure out how those work. Very interesting. How much matter is the max compressed sugarcane and nether block? Not a whole lot, if I remember correctly. Sugarcane. Septuple. Octuple. 43.05 million, I'm assuming. So let me take that back. It would be a lot. Yeah, it would be an awful lot. What did I just throw in? Quadruple? No, I had quintuples. Those were 59,000. I mean, those themselves were pretty juicy. But yeah, I made so I made this third one today, and for some reason, every time I connected it to this, the chest just kept filling up for some reason. I guess it was coming in so fast that the packager just couldn't keep up with it. So that's when I just started having it becoming compressed into here. And as you saw, it only took me a couple minutes to knock those out. You combine energy transfer node and flux, you get some epic stuff. Yeah. It's community day on Sunday. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I would do a community day once a month. And that's just we get in, play games. And it's not all, we probably won't be Among Us forever. Other stuff will come out. One day we may do, we do GTA once in a while. Anybody who's interested in doing some GTA races and such with us. We do have a crew called Draven's Dragons. You're always welcome to join that up and shoot me a friend's request on the Rockstar Social Club. Whenever we do, I'll put together playlists of death matches and races. And once in a while we jump in and do that. Jackbot Games last community day. That was just a streamed day. So community day is not streamed. That's just having a play day. I try to do community other game streams occasionally, which is what like Jackbox usually is. We actually stream it and the community comes in and we can all play. Those are community streams, but the community play day isn't streamed, and it's a day that I get to play those games that don't stream well. Among Us is a game that doesn't stream well for a single streamer. If you watch people who stream Among Us, in almost every situation, they're playing with other streamers or playing with randoms. And that's because if they try to play with their community, anybody can just watch their screen, right? Anybody's going to know who I am if they have the stream up and running. So a lot of times, even the ones I've watched, most people who stream Among Us are playing with other streamers because they know that the same situation, they're not going to be screen cheating or anything like that. It's hard to do it when just one of you is streaming and everybody else is just random out there. So the community day, since there's no stream, it's just a play day. It works a bit better and we can all have shots. But yeah, I try to do Jackbox at least once a month for everybody. And then we have the members only stream. It's one of the membership perks that is also a lot of times going to be Jackbox. And that one is a little bit special because we don't, those are never released. So I have less to worry about when it comes to things like, breaking rules, or is something a little bit too adult themed or something like that. Again, we don't shoot to be inappropriate, but if we can be a little bit more free with our jokes and answers. We still stay away from like the racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic stuff. I don't want any of that shit anytime, but a little bit more adult themed is allowed. All right, so we've got a lot of head to look at here. Well, first off, I don't have a creeper head, so I know I'm going to need one of those. I'm just going to take one stack. And again, once I set a lot of these heads down, they'll look like their regular picture, or they'll look like what a head should, what the head is. So we need to go and take a look and do a little bit of head work here real quick. I did add a little bit more space for heads up there. But right off the bat, I know I need a creeper. So let's go ahead and put the creeper on right now. We need that. Oop. There's a creeper head. To those, I'm going to need a bigger box. I know we're not going to need that. Okay, so right off the bat, here's this giant waffle. I don't remember seeing giant waffle. No, I don't have a giant waffle yet. Giant waffle's good. We need a giant waffle. So this is Lex Manos head. These are ones that I already put down and broke. So I wanted to make sure that they weren't messing up and I was just getting bad heads. So it's like a black and green thing. I don't see that either. No, that's a cool looking head though. It's a good skin. Did that say good? Waffle. Yeah, there's a lot of cool. I guess this is just going to be a silly thing. It's going to sound really odd, but I think one of the most flattering things I could think of is if like one of these things were to, like a new Jackbox came out and like my head popped up, and I was included. To me, that would be like
achieving something. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, I'm, known a little bit in the Minecraft community enough that I was included into something as simple as you seeing one of the mobs look like me. That would be pretty kick-ass. Not that I'm saying it'll ever happen, but to me, I think that would be a pretty flattering thing to have done. All right, so let me see. So this one is Jared. It has like a little red scarf. I think we have him. Yeah, that's him right there. Got Jared. And this is Poke Fens with the blue hair. And I don't see that one. Let's put it down just to make sure it doesn't look like anything. Oh no, that looks like very different. Excellent. Okay, so that's good. And Pahimar's head. Pahimar has glasses. So I'm looking for... There he is. Okay, so we've already got Pahimar. All right. So let's put a couple of these... Oh no, not you. Put a couple of these down here. We'll drop them and break them real quick and see what they look like. So there's one. There's one. 3. There's number 4. Okay. So the first 3 we've already got for sure because we just put Waffle up and put 2 of those up and the duck I already knew we had. So we don't need those. But this last one here is kind of like a half and half. Do we have that? I'm sorry if this is boring for you guys. Let me know. I can always do it myself later. I kind of think that I'm definitely going to need a bigger wall. I'm thinking about moving it downstairs, to be honest with you, and putting it, wrapping it around up here, having a wall go all the way around, so it's almost like a trophy room. If I may do that, so you guys don't have to watch. It'll be more of a surprise. Oh, and the other thing, I still wasn't here. I'm chatting. I keep losing my train of thought. Still a little lightheaded from that spicy thing. My mouth still hurts a little bit. The other thing is, of course, that. Then tomorrow night is Merged Worlds night. So if you're not familiar with Merged Worlds, I've been writing and running the same Dungeons and Dragons campaign story stream for the past 30 years. So it's a chance for me to tell that story. And it's a lot of fun. So if that's something you've done, you definitely might. Did you just place that head under itself? Wait, what? Oh my God, I did. Well, good catch. Good catch. I did not even see that. That is awesome. Well done. Soren. I'm pretty sure we've got Soren's head. Yeah, there's Soren. Okay. Soren's in there. This guy with a little microphone on his mouth. Yep, we've got him. That's him right there. Slowpoke. Got Slowpoke. Red-haired chickie we got over here, right? Same one. Auroran. Okay, and then that is just Direwolf. And that's Direwolf. Okay, so we've got all 3 of those. I believe that there are some of the Steves are different names. Let me check here. I'll show you. So that Steve is Direwolf, and this Steve is Turkey2349. So what I'm assuming is that very likely they have different bodies, but the heads are different. And there's CPW. That's another one. So the heads may look like a standard Steve, but the outfits they wear are different, and maybe that's why on this one, of course, it's just showing up that way. Again, that's purely a guess, but I was afraid of that too, if they didn't have different names. All right, so there's 1, 1, 1, 1. Ooh, these look promising. No, we don't have this guy. Michael. Awesome name. Michael. And big old green glasses. I don't see big old green glasses, so that's cool. Captain Q, a redhead looking thing. Oh, we've got Captain Q. There's him right there. Okay, so we got Captain Q. This is Hellfire PvP. That's them right there as well. Okay, so let me get the ones we've already got, and we'll get them in the box. Again, I know this is just a silly little thing, and if it's boring, please throw it at me, and I will find something else to do for us for a while. This to me is a lot of fun. I just want to collect them all. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make a trophy room out of this. So there. I'll have room over here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger chest. You are 100% correct. Let's go get one of those. I've got a spare chest. Oh, I forgot the heads were in there. Well, guess that's gonna work either way. Second chest down here for now. I know we got the creepers, and I know we got the red thing. Okay. The Draven spoken. This is boring? Okay. Next it says it's boring? Okay. All right. Well, I will switch this off then. We'll do something a little bit different.
Because again, in no way do I want to bore the hell out of you people. Any means. So let me go over here. I'm just setting the heads in here that I haven't checked yet. So I don't mix them up with the ones upstairs that I have checked. These in here. And I will go through those, and I'll have a cool trophy room for you guys next time we take a look at it. It's a pedestal from extended crafting you could make. Like a path with a pedestal of heads on either side. I like these pedestals. The display stands look kind of cool, but that would take a lot of those. Did I ever get into open computers? Seems really cool. You make a computer and can write code onto it. I have not. No. I've seen it, but I've not messed with it much. To have a chest near the other head chest for the ones you haven't checked. Yeah, that's what I So these are the ones I have checked. These are the ones I have not. Well, I've checked those too. Okay. So I should take all these ones that I have checked. Put them in this blue one for now. I can use the other chest there. The ones that I've not checked yet. Blue chest is ones that I've already checked. We'll go downstairs and get the other ones. Those up here. I think there's some Android parts in there still. You know what? All that, and I didn't grab the chest. But here. I know the creepers are checked, so I'm going to take that out. Checked. Stuff. Did I just put my sword in the chest? Man, I'm horrible at this. Alright, I'll get it here in just a second. Get the blue chest here. Just going to set it down for now, and I'll... Man, I don't want to bore you guys real bad. Get this in here, and then we will move on. Okay, so there's that, and then I've already done the creeper head. There we go. I will work on a trophy room for next time. So, at the rate we're going, I have a strong feeling that we're pretty much at the point where it's going to be safe for us to move Project E very, very soon. Because there's not a whole lot left to do here, especially if this is basically done. We've got it up and going. I just don't know how I would get it to 3 million. I would have to completely do a different fuel system. Still running at 98.7. Yeah, the power hasn't gone up at all. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. The cleaver. I forgot about that. Thank you. Got it. Okay. So, and then let's... That was 20. We still need more stuff to throw in that thing. So let's grab some more diamond. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll have 2 streams and the community play day. So it's going to be a very busy day for me tomorrow. But again, I'm looking forward to it. So that's not a complaint by any means. A lot of fun. We will work on that, and then Monday night we'll be back to Minecraft. Monday I see the doctor, so Monday I will find out whether or not all this 4th surgery is my last surgery, or whether or not I would need a 5th one. Hopefully he's very confident when after the last surgery that he does not believe that that'll be the case. So I'm not sure what to do with the mod. To be honest, I haven't messed with it yet myself, to be honest with you, Jackson. It's kind of the reason I want to go through it, because I get a lot of questions about it, and I've never really messed with it. Wait a minute. No, okay. Now somebody said if I hold Control Q, I can just scroll over it. That is awesome. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Philosopher's Stone have durability. I went up a little bit. Okay. I don't think I've ever used Philosopher's Stone. Let's see. Philosopher's Stone. What is that? Oh. Either I spelled it wrong, or it's part of Project E and I don't have access to it. What is the achievement for the black hole called? I can help you there. So it's going to be on the second to last tab down here called Don't Overreact. Create a matter overdrive fusion reactor that produces at least 15,000 FE per tick. Open the center block on the bottom of the controller to complete the advancement. So the reactor's built. It's done and ready to go. Right now, I'm just trying to get it up to 15,000. If you do that, right now mine's 13,255. As you throw items that have matter into this hole, the black hole or the
it actually grows bigger and gets stronger. So it's just a matter of finding things to throw in there. Diamond, emerald, things like that are have a lot. Like if I go up here and I hit shift, see it says spruce wood. Down the bottom it says matter 16. That's not very much matter. But that's something I could throw in if I needed to see, to try to build it up. If we go to, say, a diamond block, which is what I was using, that has 2.3 thousand. So ungodly more compared to just 16, right? So that's why some of the blocks just have much more in it. How much does oak have? I want to say that. Oops. But I don't think it has much at all. I think we checked all the wood. Yeah, it's 16. Not much at all, sadly. Gargantuan flux storage. Let me see. All right, so we've got that. Sugar, pretty much everything that's left is a waiting game. It's just we've got to have stuff grow to throw into that thing. That's pretty much as far as we're going to get on the reactor until we can find a different fuel of some kind. The sugarcane and the netherrack are just waiting. Everything's just waiting at this point. I think we've done nearly everything that would be done here. I mean, we've done every other page. Every other advancement is finished. Singularities have 0, unfortunately, Bob. That's something we were hoping for as well. Nexus wants me to do an infinity drill. All right, let me build this thing because Nexus has been freaking out over an infinity drill for a while now. See what it takes to build one. Pink slime ingot. Okay. Fluid sieving machine. All right, let's see how we make that. Fluids. I, E. There it is. All right, so I need gold gears, machine casing, fluid sieving. All right, got that. Then we go back to the drill. Pink slime for that. Diamond and gold. I can get one of those in there so we've got it. Oh, I don't have enough diamond. All right, let me grab some diamond real quick. Just threw away all my diamond. Block of diamonds. Easy, that's done. So, block of iron, laser drill. Dang it. I don't have any of this stuff for a laser. Steam blue. Blue matter. Spider, dark wood. Watch me not have any. Nope, not any. Okay. Blue. This real quick. We'll make some of that and get some pink slime. Some polymer. Let's see here. I was so confused as to why my ethylene wasn't leaving the PRC. PRC sucked. Do you ever bookmark something in the JI? Not really. I've done it before, but not all the time. Sorry, I don't have Discord. Oh, as to why I'm ethylene. Yeah, PRCs just can be a source. I had to turn on the eject. Yeah, eject is probably the thing I forget more than anything else in there as well. Fuel combo that makes 300 RF. That's like 3 times better than the hydrogen with 44 RF. Oh, excellent. I knew there was some out there. I just didn't know which one it was. I didn't want to sit there reading it all while you guys were watching me. But if you found it, that's good. I do sometimes by accident. Yeah, now that's true. By accident a lot. My fingers are doing things my brain has no idea, and I hit all sorts of buttons I don't know about. If you're not careful when charging that, you may drain all the power, and your fusion reactor's ring may lose power and explode. Yeah, I had that problem. We had a meltdown previously because I removed the power here, and all the sides lost their juice. So as long as I keep power in it, I keep the temperature at a certain range, I should be okay. Be careful when I charge the drill. Oh, I'll power the drill from a different power source, so that way they're not coming from the same place. I'll use the drill. In fact, I'll use that batter overdrive reactor we were just messing with. I mean, I don't use it for anything else. I forgot to put polymer in here. And I gotta make some polymer real quick. Oh, I'm gonna quick. Right, get back to polymer. That. Make some blue matter. And we'll use that to get our pink slime. But we were also... Did I get any yet? Pink slime. That go? Is there a way to move gravitational anomalies? Yes, there is. I actually have a tutorial showing how to do that. It's not super hard, but it does use a couple different type of components. If you literally do a search on my channel for move gravitational anomaly, it'll pull up the exact specifics of what you need and how to put it together. To be honest with you, when I moved mine, yesterday, I had to go look it up as well because I hadn't done it in so long. But it's actually one of the easier processes. I thought it was more complicated than that. Let's see. It's helium-3 and a hydrogen is the best combo. Okay. EMC is like currency. Any items that have EMC you can put in the transmutation table. Oh, you're talking with someone else about that. Okay. Don't even know how to bookmark. If I'm correct, it's Shift and A. Is that correct? Shift A. Oh, there it was. What did I just hit? Oh, it's just A. I'm sorry. It's just A. Yeah, and then if you go back over it and click A again in the upper left, it'll remove it. Yeah, clicking A will put it there. A will take it back off. What is the point of it? Like, what does EMC do? Again, I've not messed with it yet. I'll be honest with you. I personally don't know, and I'd hate to tell you wrong till I get in there. But it is... I've not messed with... Which is why we're kind of going to jump to it next, because I've never really messed with Project E, and I think it will be fun to get into that. Bring... Allows you to convert them into other items. Yes. Did you see your question? Let's see. Way to reset the stuff in the PRC. It has water and hydrogen in it, and I don't want that. I believe you just have to clear them out. PRC... No, it doesn't look like it has a void. Your best bet would be to grab a couple tanks and just like empty tank. I keep empty tanks for that exact reason. Throw a tank in there might take it out. If you put a tank on the exit, should drain it out of there. If I'm right, breaking it and putting it down doesn't drop that. Let's find out. I don't think it does. I think it's still there. Yeah, you don't lose it that. So the only thing you can do is to literally either make another one or put tanks down at the end of each of your pipes to drain it out, like over here. The ethylene's being cleaned. You may be able to put a tank in that side. Let's see. That's not draining it. Yeah, unfortunately, you'd have to put a tank at the end and get it to pull out. Get the water out. You disconnect the water and let it make whatever. That's another thing. Yeah, you could take the water out and let it run itself out. That would help a little bit. But as for the rest of it, the hydrogen, putting a tank on the left and having it exit out into that will give you some extra hydrogen in case you need it later. Like I've got a bunch here. Let's see. This is a very, very weak tier stuff, so I'm not getting a lot of pink slime. This drill may not happen right away because it looks like I don't have a lot of the stuff I would need for it. Let's see. I'm seeing a pattern of people getting their account stolen by clicking a link sent by a friend. Yeah, I mean, if there's a link or something that someone... I don't put the link, of course, but if you're just notifying people that there's something going around, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. I think I need pink slime. Do I not? I got all the others. I've got all the purple slime in the world. I need pink slime. I don't think purple converts to pink. No, I didn't think you would. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, you're sorry. Again, I'm still a little bit out of it from... I don't know why. That thing... That chip has left me feeling slightly befuddled today. I mean, I'm literally a little bit loopy here. Can you make pink slime seeds?
Oh, but damn, you can. Yeah. Forgot about that. Sweet. Let me do that then. I will need bone meal. Oh. Still trying to get a pig or a chicken head. Happened yet. So, interesting thing that I don't know if anybody else has noticed. Before I do this, I want to tell you guys about it. Because I thought, you might have noticed that a couple times yesterday or recently, I've been jumping in and some of these chests have been very backed up. Figured out why that's happening. So, when you go in a compact machine, whatever it's making, even if like this one I have the sugarcane, it exits, of course, this one here exits out of this pipe and goes into there. When I'm inside that compact machine, nothing exits into the overworld. The overworld, for all intents and purposes, pauses and stops moving, so it just builds up inside. So when I leave, all that's built up in there while I was in there starts to come all out at once. And today I did some tests on that just to confirm it's true, and that is the case. When you're inside the compact machine, everything inside's running, but it's no longer exiting out. Why that can become a problem is when you're in a compact machine, as I mentioned, this doesn't work, but the inside of every compact machine continues to work. So when I'm inside this compact machine, all of these compact machines are still building up inside as well, but they can't exit out. So when I finally come out of the compact machine, every one of those things is trying to throw everything that's inside of it, that's been building up inside chests, all at one time into this. And that's why it's backing up. So if you're inside of a compact machine doing a build, and you're in there for a while, Weird Engadget did not work. I tried that as well. With Item Duck 2, yes, because it's not that the pipe isn't working, it's that the overworld ceases to basically exist at that point. Even though they're considered kind of the same plane, when you're in the overworld, everything inside's still working, but when you're inside, the overworld does not. So all of every machine, compact machine that you've got processing is still working. If you have chests or something inside, it'll build up and build up and build up. And then when you leave, all of those are kicking out at once. So when I was working on the cookie thing earlier, switching them to diamonds, I came out and all my chests got backed up. And that's where I realized what was going on. Everything that was in there were from just the compact machines. Things like the smeltery wasn't backing up because it just stopped making stuff because it wasn't processing while I was inside. So, you know, that's just a thing I thought I would throw at folks. Now, and Mystique just brought up an amazingly good point. And I was going to say that as well. If you were to put your entire simple storage in a compact machine, which you guys have seen me do multiple times, you're covered there because everything is still going to process to other compact machines. You won't have to worry about the overworld because everything's inside. So that is a way around that. If you, like I think I showed you guys my world the other day, if you have a compact machine, and inside of that are all your compact machines with your automated processes and the compact machine that holds your inventory, your simple storage, then all of that will stay working whether you're in a compact machine or out of it. Still won't work when you go to the overworld and stuff, but things at least won't be building up and you won't get jammed or clogged in your system. But that is a really good way of keeping everything running while you're inside. Is there a way to break out of the compact machine walls? They are not. They're basically the equivalent of bedrock. If you're in creative, you can break them, but you still can't go through them. I've done that just to see. But you can break them, but you can't pass through them or make them larger in any way. So, just, again, that was something I noticed today. I thought I'd throw at people because I was able to test it several different ways and confirm that was something that was happening. So if anybody's into, wondering why your system's getting clogged, that could be the reason why if you're spending a lot of time inside of a compact machine. This will be a decent way for me to level up this little sword I'm carrying for a couple minutes too. We'll get it. I didn't mean to do that. We'll get a couple slimes here going on. If I start talking about something and then switch channels, let me know. I've realized I've been doing that a few times today. If I didn't get finished with something, remind me and I'll finish the first story. And again, thank you all so much for coming by today. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching me burn my face off. Hopefully it was slightly entertaining. Of course, on my end, I don't know if it was fun to watch or not, but hopefully it was kind of cool. I have to say thank you all for letting us hit that Extra Life charity goal so we could even do that. That was 100% you guys, and it means a lot to me that we were able to do such a huge amount. And I know how much, a lot of people say, a place like Rooster Teeth, they got like $1 million and such they earned, and they're like, oh, well, you only raised 1,000. Like, man, I know people that use these hospitals. I know people who have sick kids, and that 1,000 is literally sometimes can be life or death. Whether you donated $5, that $5 is one of a mother getting to eat somewhere because they had to travel 4 hours for their kid to have some type of special treatment. You know what I mean? That's goes towards maybe putting them in a hotel room so they can sleep. They don't have to sleep in their car while they traveled 4 hours to a specialty hospital to get a special procedure. Every single dollar counts. And you guys were ungodly, awesome, and charitable as part of that. And so I really, 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 really appreciate you guys all doing that. It meant a lot to me, and it meant a lot to other people that participate in that. I know that because, again, I when I told people how much I'd done, how much we as a community had raised, they were blown away. So again, that was a big deal to me, and I thank you all very much for allowing me the opportunity to melt my face off by doing such a phenomenal thing for people who need it. So that is something awesome. You're correct about the beheading sword not beheading, but not everything has a head. That's also it. And again, I don't know if the fact that this is still a clumsy sword, it may improve as I get bigger as well, as I level up the sword. I don't use the Tinker's weapons that much, so it might get better as well. Let me see. What did I miss here? Of course, fruit where you can phase through walls. Oh, that's pretty cool. Rose kept asking me if you were okay while you burned your face off. I was alive. I don't know if okay, but I'm okay now. Let's see. What was the biggest donation during the live stream? I want to say it was like 75 or something. We had a couple people that donated like 2025 several times. So cumulatively, someone may have beat that. But I want to say it was like, was it 106? I can't remember. Yeah, it was 106. Okay. I believe it. Yeah, it was something like somebody. That's right. Somebody had done 100, and that was just all forms of kick ass. So again, I cannot tell you all how much I appreciate all that. X, you made a new one. Yeah, that's what I usually do. That's one good thing. As irritating as the PRC is, it's not that hard to build, right? So replace them as needed. All right. So let me see. We're back at this drill now. So I need pink slime ingots. For that, I need pink slime in a fluid sieving machine. Well, how do I get it in a fluid sieving machine? This is going to be more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I thought this would be just jump in the inventory and build one. Frustrating. Let's see. Where did I put my slime at? No, that's not where I drill. I'd be afraid of that. I've got to make a whole melting system for this. Is this drill useful for something? Because it seems like this is going to be a whole lot of work to put this together. Is there something I'm going to use this drill for? Because I would hate to spend an hour to build something that none of us are going to use and bore everybody. Can you see all the heads by searching head crumbs in the JI? I don't think so. No. Sadly not. Does not pull up anything for at head crumb. Pretty useless? Oh, okay. Well, I might work on that then outside of the. I never dig is the only thing. I don't need anything that digs. I will. That's something I guess I'll put that together outside the stream so people can watch. Oh, it just shows head crumbs. One head. No. You can make one? Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, it just made another one. Why would you want... Okay, so if I use somebody's head, I could make another of their head. All right, well, that's not as exciting as I thought. May have discovered something cool by accident. The headmaster. Hey, I like the sound of that. All right, let's grab the diamond that we built up while we were chilling here. Did that have matter? You know, that's a really good question. Did heads have matter? 28. I mean, that's not a lot. But I get a lot of extra heads. I mean, look at how many heads I'm pulling out at this point. I start chucking heads in there. That's not bad. Oh, you can wear the ones? Oh, well, I'm all about wearing heads. All right, let's go ahead and throw whatever diamond we've built up here real quick. Not the one into this, and then we will see where we're at and decide what we want to do next, because we may be at a point where we want to start a new world in Project E, because I'm not against that. Diamond blocks. Not a lot, but that'll work. Oh, yeah. See how many we can grab out of this. I'm sorry, but I got to head out. Hope you have fun. Best YouTuber. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate that. And I hope you have yourself a great evening. We will hopefully see you again soon. Wither Farm named Draven's bathroom after the chip. That's awesome. I highly approve. Hang on. I'm trying to think of a story, whether or not it's something I can say on stream or not. No, sorry. I thought of a really good story there, but that's something I'd have to save for the members stream. Just not something I could put out on a public video. But I will remember that story. I will jot something down. I have a funny story for that. I'll think of another story to share with you guys, though. Not all my stories are inappropriate. Just most of them. Let's see. How do I get oxygen into the PRC? It isn't going in. What is it you're trying to make again? Because oxygen is one of the byproducts. Normally, is it not? That's a good little chunk of diamond there. You're trying to make HDPE? Let me hop out. We'll take a look. Making HDPE. Okay. So here's where I'm at. So, a couple things. So the very first thing you're starting with is your electrolytic separator, right? That's going to make your hydrogen and it's going to make your oxygen. So if you're trying to put it in the PRC that you combine oxygen and liquid ethylene, off of my very first electrolytic separator, I run basic pressurized tube and have it coming into the left side of my last PRC. That gives me my oxygen, and then it combines with the liquid ethylene that comes from my rotary condensator. I can never pronounce that. But yeah, I just run oxygen out of my very first electrolytic, and as long as you have the left-hand side correct in the GI should work. It makes my camera. Oxygen and ethylene. Right, but it has to be liquid ethylene to make HDPE pellets. Because originally, one of the first things you make, water and hydrogen are going to make ethylene, and then that has to be converted into liquid ethylene using a rotary condensator. This big thing. Someone fit an entire HDPE in a 3x3 tiny compact machine. Single bit of air. Yeah. That is where I'm messing up as well. The liquid. Yeah, this step is, and this is where your clog will happen in the system. Because eventually it's going to produce more liquid ethylene than this is taking out. There's a couple ways to fix that. If you really want to unclog it, you can just grab a tank. Because you don't need that many HDPE. If you're just trying to get it up so you can make enough for your mulch, throw a tank in there, that'll drain it out. That gets your system up and running again. And it'll take a while, but it'll clog up again down the road. Or, like I said, you can go through a lot of trouble to fix this up where it will partially kick out and eject and yada yada. I just personally found that you don't need a lot of HDPE. You definitely want to automate it because you need a chunk of it, and there's a lot of steps here. But once you've got
1,000. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's going to last you pretty much the rest of the game, unless you need 5 million mulch, which you usually don't. And if you're playing Prestige, you can just duplicate them anyways with a Parabox. But yeah, that is where normally my clog is going to come in. But the big thing is, yeah, using this to convert it from regular ethylene to liquid ethylene, because that's the part that it needs. So, can the fluid tank be upgraded with tier installers? I don't think so. It is a mechanism tank. You can make bigger tanks, but I don't think you can upgrade the tank itself. Just getting the achievements? Hey, I'm right there with you, man. That's me. So I like about you, Turtle. Right there. Great minds thinking alike. What's a good way to get copper? Copper saplings. I mean, I know you said other than that, but that's really the best way. Yeah, I was going to say, I knew there was a way to do it, but it's way harder than just doing it. I mean, my recommendation, if you need a lot of copper, would be to build a couple saplings. You know, I normally just... Oh, is this not pouring? It's not pouring. All right, give me a second. Let me get this working. I like my primary smelter here. I run manual. So it's automated to run, but it doesn't auto-load anything into it. And then I'll just throw in a few couple lines of whatever I want at the time to keep everything up and going. I like being able to do it at my leisure, if you will. So for me, like, so when it comes to things like, while I'm smelting a whole bunch of osmium, my copper builds up. And I throw copper in, my iron's building up. So I've always got amber to chuck in there. Don't need like 24 pellets? There you go. Bare minimum, man. A lot of my items are the result of Parabox duping. Hell yeah, if you're playing Prestige, man, that is hands down the easiest way to get the cookie advancement, right? You get yourself one cookie singularity and just start duping it. Then you got 2, then you got 4, then you got 8. Same with the sugarcane and the netherrack, right? You've got, you get a few down there and you get a triple, double that for a few triples, now you got a quadruple, now you got a few quadruples. Just duping it that way is how I got all those advancements in Prestige. Just infinitely easier than trying to make them hand by hand. World is so leggy that the mob crusher takes so long that the withers die from suffocating. Ouch. It's going well, Nexus. Or not Nexus, I'm sorry. Josh, thank you for asking. Hogs. Oh, hogs are the devil. Hogs is another way you could do it, though. You know, that is true. Hogs would work. Not as good as chickens. Man, I miss chickens. We end up doing a vanilla world on the new server when we get 75 members. There's a good chance that I would potentially throw chickens in there because I miss chickens. Let's see. What's the best way to get power mid-game? Again, I still go by upgradable geothermals because it's very easy to make one with an automated lava setup. So if you start getting low on power, you just make another one and you'll get a ton of power from that. Like I said, I can run everything here. That's not counting those reactors, but everything the light touches, everything in front of me is run off of 3 geothermals at this point. Other than advancements, I could do the whole game without ever building a reactor. That said, if you're looking for advancements, you got to build them anyways. After that, I like the fission reactor. The fission reactor, especially, you don't have to make one maximum size unless you want the advancement. You can do one smaller. But fission reactors can make quite a bit of power off of a very bare minimal fuel, which I'm going to need to make more of here in a minute so my other reactor doesn't melt down. But it is fission reactor would be my next suggestion after that. You can do low-grade solar, but once you start getting to the higher solar, the materials you need to get the high ones just aren't worth the return, sadly. But that is always an option as well. Let's see here. Draven should play with Prestige. Project E is super OP. Oh, I've completely played through Prestige. I have a world that's already done that. And I've unlocked Project E. So Project E is what we're gonna do after this. Once we're done with all the advancements and stuff we're looking at here, we're done with everything I want to do, then we're gonna go over and we're gonna start a new Project E world.
That's our next step. Because again, I've never messed with it. I'm excited at the prospect. It's something I always meant to get back to. But at the time that I unlocked it, it was, again, my old computer, and it was crashing Sky Factory a lot. The overdrive reactor, as soon as I had that built and hit maximum size with it, my computer couldn't handle it. And it just kept kicking me out. I still have that world, and I gave a tour of it here yesterday and recently. But I still have the ability to do Project E because of that. So, yeah, Prestige is a good challenge. It's a lot of fun. But I still always recommend playing through the regular game once first. Familiarize yourself with all the stuff that's in there. For me, what would make me happy is Draconic, Ex Nihilo, Expression, and Mystical Agriculture. Yeah, definitely Mystical would be one I'd want to have in there, for sure. Because I think it's just a really good all-around mod. Gives you a lot of different stuff. I'd want to throw in some weird stuff. I think that the portal guns I'd want to throw in there. And again, that sounds probably like a slightly odd thing, but it can be a lot more fun when you're in a world where all of us are really, really far apart. Ooh, really don't have a lot of fuel here. But yes, that is, I would probably throw things like portal guns in there as well. How do I take out of the gas tank? Out of the gas tank. Are we talking about the basic gas tank? It would be if you're putting it into a to a machine, you can only just put it right inside and it'll pull the fuel out, depending on what you're putting it in. A lot of machines that can take gas will have a slot you can just set it in. But if it doesn't, then you're going to want to connect it like I have here, using basic pressurized tube, going into the red dot side of it, and then you'll have to go in and configure the tank as well, because it also has to be set to receive, much like a mechanism device. You can pull them out that way if you need that. 1 lava setup, 3 geothermals, 64 speed modification. Haven't had a single power issue. Yeah, exactly. You really don't. Until, I mean, some things that can build up a little bit of power or can drain a lot is if you're running the simulation chamber and you're running the quantum compressor, both at the same time. Those are heavy users. So you might run into a little bit of problem, where you might need a couple extra of the modifier stacks. But again, I haven't had a problem with them at all. Mystical crops or mystical agriculture or supremium armor, all of that comes from mystical agriculture. Magical crops itself, I think, is a little different, but all the essences and supremium is mystical agriculture. That's the one I'd want to have in there. Infinite power, too much for any computer to handle. Yeah, very true. Flip agreement with Nether Star nuggets. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, throwing something in there and blowing it up. I threw all that diamond in there. I never did take a look and see how it affected it. What's the best way to obtain resources that cannot be obtainable by saplings? Mystical agriculture. Again, that's the vast majority of materials that I need that I can't get any other way. I do mystical agriculture. I would recommend getting yourself 1 or 2 laser drills and get those up and running. You don't even need a lens in them. Just get a couple of those running, because they're going to give you some of the materials that are hard to get or have to be mined. Good example of that is platinum. Platinum is not an easy thing to come by, but once you have 4, you can make a platinum seed. Then basically from that point on, in essence, you have unlimited platinum. It could be slow. You may want to make more seeds over time with the platinum that makes, but you need at least 4 of most metals to make the seed for them. And a lot of those you can get from the laser drill while you're just doing other stuff. It's just going to be building up some of those base resources, and then when you're ready to make your first 1 or 2 seeds, you go in your system, grab your couple of platinum that you need, make your first seed, and then you're good. And then when you get to your mystical agriculture, again, like you'll see here, in this compact machine, I've got 3 different crops: Enderium, Invar, and Graphite. Those are making me those items. None of those come from a sapling. Bronze, Platinum, Signalium, same thing. Those are all farming in there, 3 different full crops. So a lot of those things I get, most of them I get from my mystical. Let's see. Never hogs. Yeah, hogs if you can avoid it. Unless you're getting the advancement, then, hogs just aren't, they don't produce fast enough to make it worthwhile. And it's a lot of work to set them up to automate it
for this compared to how slow they make stuff. You know, like this over here wasn't horrendous. I was able to set up one, but if I wanted to have every hog constantly, this whole thing would be full of these pens. They'd be running all the time, and they really wouldn't produce that much material that quickly. Do hogs work in compact machines? They sure do. Yep. I have a complete hog setup inside of a compact machine on my 2 worlds ago, my original world. And again, yes, if you do want to run them all in there, I would recommend doing that because, again, that's less animals running around to leg out your system. So, yes, you 100% can. In fact, I recommend it if you want to run all the hogs. Me, I just did them out here because I knew I was only going to do a few at a time, kill them and do the next few because I just wanted the advancement. All right. So, at this point, guys, I think we're, as much as I hate to say it, we're pretty much done, right? Like, there's not a whole lot left we can do here other than letting stuff, you know, build up and come back and try to knock out those last things, which I can get a lot of that stuff built up and ready to go. So that way, when we come back to Sky Factory, we could, at least for the next several episodes, we could still jump in here, start in here and fiddle with the heads, mess with any little ideas, answer questions people may have, and then slip in from that point. You know what I mean? We could slide over to Project E or to the New World at that point. We could start here and move over there, at least for a while. That could be kind of fun. I think Project E might be where it's time to go. Anybody have, I should ask, does anybody have any other questions about Sky Factory 4, processes you've been working on, something that I could help you with or we could look at before I switch over and we start a... So I'm just going to continue this as part of the same series. It's not going to be Project E Episode 1, because I plan on bouncing between this and that all the time, because I want to be able to answer questions that people pop in and have. This has been a lot of fun, being able to answer questions in real time, so I really like that. So a lot of streams I may jump in here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes first before we jump into Project E. And if you'll bear with me a minute, this milk is getting warm. I'm going to get something else to drink. One more. Now I'm switching to chocolate milk. And I threw my cup away. Damn it. 1 minute. Right. Guess who's back? Back again. All right. See if I missed anything. What do you think would happen if you reached the world border? Never hit a world border, so I'm not sure. Will it crash? He's just the base of another project, but he... All right. Let's do this. All right, let me back out of here. Like I said, I'll keep building up resources, and what I may do is keep an eye on things like in the Discord as well. So if people have questions, I can try to jot them down and we can jump in there and answer them. All right, so I already have a Project E world that I had started, but never did anything with. January 16th of 2020. I just called it Project E. I started it, but I don't think I did anything with it. So I should be able to just jump in and play that one, I believe. Let's see what it looks like. I don't remember doing much with it. It would have been a new world. Yeah, it would have been a fresh one. I think it's just me standing on the tree. We'll find out. Oh, okay, so this is all I did. I built a little platform, and then that table came with it. So yeah, that's all I've done. It's basically a new world. Skull's so I have to apologize, Skull. I have absolutely no idea what you're referencing. Like 1,000 blocks. I don't know if it's 1,000 blocks away. I'm not sure what you're referencing. So I'm not sure. Yes, I unlocked Project E in a previous run, so I should have access to all of it. Yeah, so I have access to all the Project E stuff now, which, to be honest with you, there's not really that much. Looking at it. All right. No, I think the only thing that I've done was literally I set it down. All I did was, like I said, build this little platform, and so I had a place to stand, and then the computer was working so bad we just never came back to it, sadly. But it changes place so much. Oh, that's definitely put everything in the table. Well, don't I need saplings to make more saplings? Like I should hang on to at least a sapling, right? I want to make sure I don't bone myself here. Do I need to hang on to some stuff? Would I not? Again, I'm just asking. I may not. I want to make sure I'm not ruining anything. Place it on the left. Put all of it in. Put a. Okay. Well, let me do this. Okay. So I put that on the left. Learned. Oh, so I just want to put things in and learn them. Oh. Okay. Well, won't let me learn that. Acorns don't go in. Acorns don't go in. Stick went in. Okay, so I want to learn everything. Okay, now that makes sense. I put that in. Learned. All right, can I make bacon? Okay, bacon goes in. Donut went in. Grab a log. Log is in. We already said acorn didn't work. Neither does resin. Okay. Builder's wand. Useless. Okay, normal. Crook. Learned to cook. Axe. Learned an axe. I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I learned everything that I have. Can learn it. Everything has MC. You can go in. I thought when we put it in, they got destroyed. I wasn't understanding how it worked, so I apologize. If you put stuff in the fire, you build up EMC. Put the item. Well, here's my thing. If I put this stack of saplings in the fire, am I screwed because I have no more saplings? Like, should I be putting in one, or am I never going to need a sapling again? I want to make sure I'm not boning myself on the world. So, put in one. Okay. That's why I want to make sure I'm following you guys right here. Because, again, this is... So, I put that in the fire. Okay. So, now I have... I guess that's all the things that I've just learned, right? That's everything I clicked. Yeah. Looks like everything I learned. I have 32 EMC. Let me pour my chocolate milk. Now I can make that stuff using EMC. Okay. Is there a maximum amount of EMC that can hold? You can grab stuff out with the EMC. No max... 69. 1 billion is the maximum amount of EMC I could have. So anything that'll go in there, that almost seems like this is its own storage unit then, right? Like I wouldn't even need a storage system. I guess I might be able to auto craft. Excellent. You have 80 million. Nice. Okay. So I want to put all, well, I still want to build some stuff, right? Like I still need to hump trees. So let me get to humping trees here real quick, because I'm sure I still need to do that, right? Right. So this very beginning stuff might be a little boring for you guys. So I apologize. You know how this stuff works, but we will get there. Where did it go? There it is. I normally don't repair these things. I prefer to just build new ones, but it is what it is. Let me finish this. Give me all that stuff. Give me all that stuff. Definitely, other than a sapling, I can throw most of the stuff in there. This. Okay. Where'd my saplings go? What was that? Yeah, you still have to advance in a similar way. Okay. A block of wood. Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about ODG tree humper. Hey, there you go. That'd be a cool shirt, right? Oh, speaking of, I wanted to mention that the Halloween designs that are currently on the ODG store are probably going to be retired at the end of the month. At least one of them is for sure. So if anyone was interested in getting anything on the Halloween designs, I'm probably going to be having some type of a sale over the next week for Black Friday as well.
So anybody who's interested, you may want to give it a day or so. Wait till this. I hate for you to get something in sale, but that's something that should be coming up. Oh yeah, you said usable. That you may see. If not, again, if you're not interested, it's okay. You don't have to buy anything. I'm not trying to convince everybody to buy stuff, but I did want to let people know before I retire anything. I try to give everybody a heads up on it first. That is something that will be going on here. You can turn cobble into diamonds with an energy condenser. Oh, okay, cool. Vein mine that too. I can. Is the max EMC. That's a lot. It's slightly more than 7. I was talking to Shadow, and I actually have some designs that she's going to work on for me. I'm definitely going to have a Christmas theme shirt because I want one. For me, even if nobody else ever buys one, I want one. But I'm going to do we're going to have at least one Christmas themed design that's going to come up. And we are also going to have, at least at this point, by holidays, I'm going to have one Jackbox themed shirt based on the concept of Draven never being the alien. So we talked about that during, I think, the last stream, and people said that was something that I'd be interested in. People said they'd be interested in it as well. So we're going to have some kind of Draven is never the alien design or shirt. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll definitely get one of those. And we're not sure exactly what we're going to do, but it's going to be something on lines where maybe it says Draven is never the alien, but then never is crossed out, then it says always, then that's crossed out, then it says never, like some, it's going back and forth. I think it might be kind of funny. So Shadow's going to see what she can come up with for that. We don't have anything concrete yet, but I'm hoping to have something like that next month. So I saw I'd mention it, something that we're looking at. I always try to keep new stuff on there every couple of months anyways, just in case somebody's interested in it, but it'd be cool. I think Project E Adventure in the Prestige menu is a huge waste of points. Project E Adventure? Is that what I'm doing, or is that Project E in general? Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I bought it last after I bought everything else, so there was nothing else to do with it. But all the never and always in quotes. Yeah, something like that where it's quotes, or like I said, literally an X over it, like someone's crossed it out, like they're arguing. I always kind of give Shadow a basic idea of what I'm thinking of, and every time she comes back with exactly what I was thinking of, but infinitely better. She's never come back with something that I did not think was awesome and better than my original idea. She always takes the original idea and grows from it. So one thing, Shadow is being my best friend. I mean, she knows my shit better than most anybody, with maybe the exception of my wife. So that's always, she's always good at that. So ENC above. Table turns object EMC, and you can turn the EMC in the table into objects by taking them out. Okay, cool. Am I restarting? Well, we're going to be doing this is a Project E world. So it's not that I'm starting, well, I guess technically I am starting, but we're doing this mostly to be able to jump in and play with Project E. What I'm going to do is, at least for the next while, I'll still be going into the other world every stream to work on the things, answer questions, work on moving forward. But for this right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start a Project E world so we can answer some of the questions people have about that. Because I get Project E questions messaged to me quite often, and I always have to say, I'm sorry, that's the one thing I have zero knowledge about. Well, it's one of the things. There's many things I don't. So I'd like to be able to answer some of those questions because I get so many of them. So that's why I'm doing this now, so we can do some Project E stuff. Plus, who knows? Maybe we'll do some things a little bit differently this time. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll give ourselves some special challenges while building. See what we can come up with, even from you guys, if you have some specific questions. So one thing that I will probably do, to be honest with you, is much like before, the stuff you're looking at right now, me humping trees and getting all of the different saplings and stuff, a lot of that I'll do off camera. You guys will come back and I'll have all that stuff done, because I know this part here can be a little bit boring. So I will do as much of that as I can. What'd you miss? The whole world blew up. I'm just kidding. No, we've stepped into Project E. We're going to be fiddling with Project E a little bit here. I've just been building up some stuff, so we got a place to go, to work with. And like I said, I think that at least for a while, I'll bounce between this world and the other one. We'll start in the regular Sky Factory 4 world each night, so that way I can answer any questions people have. We can review that. Make some, I'll still, because I'm going to bounce between both of them myself, so I'll build up things like diamonds and stuff to get the reactor up and higher, and that'll also give time for the sugarcane to compress and all that kind of stuff. Did I unlock fast forward in the prestige menu? Originally, this is not a prestige world that I'm in now, but when I did play prestige to get to this point, I unlocked everything. I don't remember if I used it all. I unlocked everything. Okay, so we've got some stuff here. So now I need more room. Give me a minute to make wood. Okay, so because I want to make sure I'm using EMP to the correct thing. Why are my hearts orange? You know, hell, I don't know. Why are my hearts orange? Oh, because when you play Prestige, you unlock Prestige perks, and those carry over to another world, to any other world you create, unless you go in and specifically remove them. So I have regeneration, night vision, water breathing, strength, resistance, saturation, health boost. All of that stuff carries over. No mystical agriculture. That would definitely make the game challenging. What did Greg ask? I may have missed Greg. To use no mystical agriculture. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. That would mean no supremium armor. It would mean I'd have to use glitch armor and tinker stuff. Intriguing. Hey, Paul, thank you very much. As always, appreciate you. 100%, sir. That's why it's not dark either, because I've got night vision on. Does that mean jetpacks would be one? I could still use air charms. I could use glitch armor. It would just mean no essences for anything. Have I started again? Well, we've stepped into a Project E world, Paul, because I've never played Project E. And so that's one thing we can look at doing. And do me forgot. I don't know what do me means. I'm sure what you're referencing. My log. Oh yeah, I was gonna make this bigger. I forgot. I was talking about that and started humping without paying attention. ME? Oh Christ, no. We're not gonna do ME. ME's the devil. I'll still do simple storage, but with no mystical agriculture, I think is very possible. I like the thought of no mystical. I think that would be interesting. Yeah, so, and we're still going to bounce between the other world and this one, Paul. The other world is, I mean, we're at the point we've pretty much got every advancement done, except for a few that just, takes a while, like the compact stuff. And I'm still going to go in there. What I think we'll do is we'll probably start in that one on the streams, so I can answer questions. We can see what we've got in there, maybe come up with some cool projects for that. So I'll still play on that world and advance things, so we can still do that. But then we'll bounce over here to this one and see what we can do with Project E. That'd be funny. Let's see. Terry's will take forever. 1.6 million ME storage cell for the achievements. Well, yeah, again, that's the thing. In this world, I don't think I would. Right now in Project E, I don't think my goal would be to try to get every advancement. And I say that only because I just did that. I would just be I could just stay on the other world for that. So this one here is more about trying to learn to do stuff with Project E that I couldn't do before. Oh, don't be an android? I think I could agree with that as well. I think no mystical agriculture, no android. I'm just trying to think if there's anything in specific that makes you OP. I don't think compact machines make you overpowered. They're just fun to play with. So I think I'm going to keep compact machines. Because again, I could do everything in a compact machine or that I could do outside. So it's not, all it's letting me do is save leg. Well, if I don't have glitch, then I have no way to fly. That would make Twilight Forest awfully. Cyclic, I think I would need. No, we'll have to worry about Parabox. This isn't a prestige world, so I wouldn't have to worry about that one. So yeah, we don't have to worry about Parabox because this is a regular survival world. Yeah, air charms are horrible, but they work. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple different things that let you fly, jetpacks and such as well. Oh man, Vicecraft. I could use the ship. What if the only way I can fly is with air charms or the Vicecraft flying ships? That's what I'm thinking. So no mystical agriculture, no glitch, and for flying I can only use air charms and the ship, because the air charms would still be useful if I'm booking it around the Twilight Forest, if I get them, built up. And the air charm will work for other areas like Nether and things like that. Boy, in that situation, I would be basically, I would actually do something I don't normally do, and I could focus on Tinker's armor. Like I could, because usually I don't mess with the Tinkers other than get advancement. We could actually start putting together some good Tinker sets and weapons and tools and work on that. That sounds kind of fun. I'm sorry, I'm still building here. So yeah, I could use Tinker's armor, Tinker's weapons, Tinker's tools. I could try to stick to those as much as possible. So that would work. Hogs, somebody pointed out hogs. Yeah, in that situation, hogs would definitely be useful. If I don't have mystical, then hogs is definitely the way to go. And yeah, again, no Android. I think I 100% agree with the no Android. Because again, Android can make things a little bit super powered as well. So I wouldn't even use the guns. I wouldn't use any of the matter because matter overdrive, other than becoming an android and the reactor, there's really no other reason to have max overdrives. Build awesome armor set. Yeah, I think that would work because we could build several different sets of armor and weapons depending on what we're going to do. If I'm going to the Nether, I may have Nether gear versus going to Twilight Forest gear or End gear. I think that's a good idea. So let's recover that again. So what we're saying is no mystical agriculture, no glitch. Right? Mystical agriculture, no glitch, basically no matter overdrive, because without Android's the only thing I use in it anyways. No matter overdrive. And if I fly, it can only be through an air charm or the Vicecraft ships. Yeah, no guns. Yeah, I agree. I'll remember. None of those are hard to remember. I think I'll be good with that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd still want to use the cyclic. Yeah, cyclic is still something I'd want to have. There's just too many machines and such in there. That would be. But I wouldn't be doing flying. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything that lets me fly. As for gem armor, I don't think I've ever messed with the gem armor. So, oh wait a minute, is there something flying in Project E? Because that could be cool. Because I don't know. You know what I mean? Project E's outside of because we're definitely going to want to build the Project E stuff, right? I mean, that's 3/4 of the reason we're in here. So we're definitely going to want to mess with the Project E stuff. So if there's a Project E flight, I might want to use that. Gem armor. What is gem armor part of? I'm sure it's not just called gem armor, is it? Oh shit, it is. Okay. Oh, so that is Project E. Okay. Oh no. Gem helmet, gem chest plate, gem boots. I at least want to make them just because I want to do everything Project E. So I'll probably make them, but I don't think I'd use them all the time. I'd want to try them out because again, part of this is so that I can help people out by doing tutorials on some of the Project E stuff. So I definitely want to familiarize myself with everything Project E. But that doesn't mean I'll use it all the time. So does that give creative flight? It doesn't say it gives creative flight. Night vision. It doesn't say any type of set bonus. Speed, armor, toughness. Interesting. So it does give a full set bonus? Okay. Cheaty, if you're going for a challenge and using Tinkers, use a yo-yo and wall jump. Well, the thing is especially early in the Nether,
it's hard to move. There's no walls when I'm trying to get across lava, and building a cobblestone island from here to Albuquerque is boring to watch. So I probably wouldn't use it out here, but I might use it in the Nether. Of Flight Charm is just going to be, and same with Twilight. I'll use the Vicecraft ship, but the Flight Charm I would want to have at least for the Nether. I need something to be able to get around a little bit better in the Nether, or else I'm just going to keep losing stuff by falling in the lava. But again, I wouldn't come to depend upon it. A very limited flight game just in itself sounds fun to me. Trying to make stuff that has almost no flight capability. I like the sound of that, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm 100% go for this. And that's not to say we can't add more challenges as we move along as well. So that's something else we can look at as we're moving along. If there's other challenges we come across, I can't think of anything else offhand that I would consider overpowered. I'm not going to mess with any of the reactors in this one. I'll just run off geothermal. And I understand that makes things a little bit easy, but I think taking out some of the other stuff is okay. No bonsai. That just becomes slow, though. And that's the thing with bonsai pots. If I was just playing for myself, I'd jump all over that. But you guys sitting here watching me go through manually doing those every day, that's going to get kind of boring to watch. You know what I mean? That would be my concern. I definitely still want it to make fun to watch. I don't think I'd want to do that. Let's see here. Paul says, did you see what I wrote about the fusion reactor? I'm sorry, Paul, I did not. Hang on, give me a second to scroll back up. I missed it. I see, and not an Android food. You made the 3x3 middle part and the outside part. Watching 2 episodes where you're making the fusion. You didn't show the connection cubes for it. Saw the electromagnets outside it, but not those. I didn't use anything but the electromagnets. If we're talking about the fusion reactor, are we talking about the big square thing that did the meltdown, Paul, or are we talking about the matter overdrive one? If we're talking about the big square one, then all I did is put the connecting cells right to that, the 23. I didn't put anything in between those. All right. So I think this sounds good. Yeah, bonsai, I think we're going to stick with that. Yeah, again, I don't want to sit and watch me hump trees. We're going to see a little bit of that today, just while we're starting and getting chatting. But I will very likely, because again, we're not going to be doing any of this tomorrow, and I'll be busy all day tomorrow. But Monday, after my doctor's appointment, I'll get in here and knock out majority of the saplings so we can move forward. The world nuked. Not exactly, no. We've stepped into the world of Project E. Let me make a couple chests here real quick, so we got a place to store some stuff. Just realized I hadn't done that yet. This stuff I don't need. That. Stack of saplings. All right. Let's move forward. Oh yeah, drying rack. Okay. It's weird. Like I just did all this recently, but then I get in here and I'm like, crap. What was the next step again? I forgot how to make a drying rack. Slabs. Thought so. Yay. Advancement. Not that, again, I'm shooting for that to be an important advancement. But considering I have all the other prestige perks on right now, that's going to help as well. Because, again, that's just something that's on already. Let's see. Right now it's okay, but once you have the ability to get hopping bonsai pots... I agree 1,000,000%. Yeah, we are totally going to be using the hopping bonsais. So that way, again, I throw that into some filing cabinets, and then we don't have to worry about it. It's just making itself. We can do the fun stuff instead of you guys watching me do just the grindy, boring stuff. Because I hate to make you guys watch that. I always feel bad when, like right now at the beginning, you guys have to kind of see part of this. I feel bad about it. If I'd have known we were going to get to this today, I would have tried to have this done already. Why do you not use Project E? I'm going to use Project E. That's what this is. It's a Project E world to get going here. We'll give you 5,000 EMC because it has infinity on it. Really? Oh, well, all right. I'll toss that in there. Where'd it go? Oh, I guess I did it. Wow. Good chunk. Thank you very much, Turtle. I didn't know that. Excellent. All right. So your magic table that converts things into magic and back. Yes. We just, I'm learning that now. I don't still know exactly how it works, but I'm getting a feel for it. I don't have anything new to put in there yet. I've already learned all the things I've learned, but now
Working on getting another sapling. Petrified sapling. Oh, and I need a crushing tub as well. Work on all that. Petrified. Dirt, petrified acorns. Okay. Again, I'm horrible at remembering what to do next. That's drying out. Make a cauldron. Not a cauldron. Is that a cauldron? That's bubble bubble. Here. Boop. And let's see here. Should I copy paste everything I said earlier about Project E? Copy paste. Well, no, I'm going to use Project E. I'm just not yet because I'm just starting out. So right now, from what I can tell, I can make the stuff that I know how to make, right? So I can't make stuff that I don't know how to make yet. So I'm working on getting the saplings. Air charm. Well, no, air charm is great when you don't have other ways to fly. It can be beneficial. Have enough of those? I did. Crushing tub. Bees out. Good. Well, no, I'm going to do the things that I already said. I'm going to use air charm, and I'm going to use the Vicecraft airship. Those are the flight options that I will use. That you have learned, you search it, and then just click on the picture on the right to pull it out. Oh, okay, that seems very easy. Thank you, Mystique. I appreciate that. Convert the extra stuff into more magic, so you could get more things of what you want out of it. Okay. Why are you playing in a new world? Oh, so what we did is we fired up a Project E world, which is something we've been planning to do for a while. I'm still going to be playing in the other Sky Factory 4 world as well. We're just going to kind of bounce between the two. So when I start a stream, we'll jump in there, do what we need to do working on that one. I'll build up stuff between streams so we can try and advance the last few advancements we have, answer questions, maybe pick on some projects. And then over here, this is a Project E world, which is something that I've never played with and something I get a lot of questions about. So I need to familiarize. We want to do this, and we're giving ourselves special challenges. So right now, we have that the only flight that I can use is the Vicecraft airship or air charms. No mystical agriculture, no glitch. What else was there? No, listen, I'm going to use the air charms. None of that is optional. As I said, I will use the air charms in the Nether. I have to have something reliable to use in the Nether, and I will be using the air charms there. So you need to write it down. I'm just still feeling funky from the chip. I'm not going to lie to you. So, well, I won't have a ship that early, Bob. Again, Bob, you're going to have to let that slide, brother. I'm going to use the air charm. There's nothing in the world that's going to change that fact from today. So it's just one of those moments where we get past it. Let's see. Need 8 of those total. Dirt only has 1 MC. That's funny. Those are so slow. Okay. So let me see. I did crushing tub. While I'm waiting on that, let's look at the next one. So petrified. So you give me that. I need to make a thing of dirt just to get the advancement. Might as well while I'm here. Some more dirt eventually anyways. So have a dirt. Yay, a dirt advancement. Let's see. About the reactor. Let me go back up. You just had the connection cubes in your inventory. You didn't show how you made those cubes. You made the 3x3 middle and the outside ring cubes. Oh, I didn't show the recipe for those? I think I maybe built them between streams. I know what you're talking about now. I apologize. I wasn't sure what you were referencing, Paul. Let me, that's not what I wanted to do. So we're talking about these, the fusion connectors. They're, again, they share almost the same components as most of the other stuff. It's just some basic plating, copper, and tough alloy. There's a lot of tough alloy that goes into this reactor. I wouldn't be against building just a smaller one to use as a power source in this new world, because that could be fun.
I wouldn't make the giant one anymore, but to build a small one just to test out some of its capabilities and familiarize myself more with what it can do, maybe use some of the transparent stuff and the different coolants, that could be kind of fun down the road. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, tough alloy EMC thing. Yeah, some of these things that are hard to get, it sounds like the EMC thing is going to be really, really beneficial for that. But yes. These. That was 6. I needed 8. Oh, that's not it. I already got that. Give me that. 8. Right? Dirt. Now I'm waiting on that. What else do I need? Obtain a cooked dirt acorn. Well, I can't do that yet because I don't have cobblestone. Let's see. Put dirt in. Oh, yeah. I haven't done dirt yet. Good call. Good call. I got to remember to do that with everything, don't I? Okay. Excellent. Okay, do I have to put it in the left first? I just shift clicked and I think it went right into the fire and I learned it. Can I just put it right into the fire and learn it? Or do I have to put it in the left first? Like, did I do something wrong there? Again, I'm asking because I've never done it. I want to make sure I'm doing this correct. That's what you want to see, Paul? Okay, I was happy to. I'm so sorry, Paul. I didn't quite understand the first question, and so I'm so sorry I didn't grab that. That's on me. Again, I'm feeling a little funky today. You weren't here. I did the 1-chip challenge at the beginning of the stream. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've never had a food thing make me feel weird like that before. I feel like I took medicine. Of course, it may have affected the fact that I'm on a lot of medicine, so we'll see. You don't want to put it in the table as EMC because you need... Okay, so stuff that I need, I don't want to put in here. Gotcha. I threw that dirt in. I didn't need it right away, but that makes sense. Okay, so now that I've got this, now I should be able to make the next sapling with a dirt acorn. Excellent. All right. Hardwood. All right, so now I need to make a few of these, get us some, and then I will put the stuff that I need from that in the table as well, I believe, right? Man, I remember you guys telling me last time about this log thing as the, I can't believe that I've never thought of that before. This just saves so much work in making axes and making, the hook thing. The hook, I can't remember the name of it. I'm drawing a blank on it. You know what I mean. I didn't get any saplings from that. I may have to use the crook. I didn't get any saplings from that. I've got to make a whole nother one again. Wow. That sucked. That sucked a lot. Let me see what I missed here. Put it on the table on the fire. Yeah, so the table will learn it. The fire, it takes it and uses it for its juices. Gotcha. You can pull stuff out later. Say you only have one sapling, you need to learn it, put it in the left, then take it back and use it. Okay, that makes sense. Crook, yeah. Done Project E, have advancement pages. Does it have advancement pages? Let's check. I don't remember seeing anything for Project E. And I don't have the Twilight Forest one yet because I haven't built the cake, but no, I don't see that. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely learned something when I threw it in the fire. I just didn't get the dirt back this time. So again, not a complete travesty, but you know, I'm still irritated I didn't get a sapling out of that. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Frustrating. I'll use the crook just to get a sapling for sure. I mean, I was getting it from the log before because I got way more dirt saplings than I did. So I definitely, it wasn't the fact that I was using a log. I know the crook is supposed to increase the percentage chance of you getting things like that. Let's see. Always learn new ones before planting, just in case you get no saplings. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Didn't even think about that. You're 100% correct. That was a fail on my part. You can take it out by clicking on the icon in the table. This is also why I use Protea. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to give it a shot. I've wanted to for a while. I just couldn't quite get it. I don't think these things work. Okay, so resins and acorns don't learn. That's something that I've learned. Okay, so now I've got that. So now I want to put it in here, learn it, because now if I don't get a sapling, I could use EMC to get one of these, right? Because I got 5,000 and it costs 32. I'm gonna just try that. So I clicked on it. Okay, yeah, okay. So just literally, it's just a matter of clicking on it. Wow, that is pretty easy.
It also makes sense why you can't do it with the acorns and resin, because that would almost be a little bit overpowered. You know what I mean? If you're like, okay, now I can just make all of the infinite amount of stuff relatively early, to be honest with you. Throw all my saplings in there and use it to get acorns and resin. I can see how that might be a little bit overpowered. First of all, just building these up so we can start working on the next one. So you might have to make the glitch armor, but throw it away for the advance. Well, that's another thing. I'm not as worried about getting all the advancements in this one, since I literally, we just did that in the other world. So this one here is going to be more for challenge and fun. I'll try to do as much of that stuff as I can, but I'm not going to worry about filling a black hole. You know what I mean? I'm still working on that on the other world, and I'll keep working on it there. But I'm not as worried about getting stuff like that in this one. Same with the glitch armor. Like I said, if it's something that's out of the loop, I'm just not going to mess with it. And I'm going to get essences just from killing monsters. I'm just not going to use them. I'll throw them in the inventory, or if they work, I'll throw them in to use them for the EMC stuff. But I won't use them for anything. That's the big one. No mystical agriculture. That's how I get everything. I'll have to use piggies. Draven hates piggies. I appreciate it, Adrian. I appreciate all of you guys who are jumping in and helping me. This is, again, it's a whole new world for me. Cue the Disney music. Here's our one. All right, so next one. I always forget. Clay. All right, let's do a clay sapling. Clay sapling. What do I need for that? Dirt surrounded by clay acorns. Clay acorns. Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Dirt and petrified in a dirt sapling. Okay, that's easy. Dirt. Too many. Petrified. Did I just do that backwards? I totally did. Midnight, your butt is on my hand again, dude. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to nobody but you. Yes. Yes, I love you, buddy. He's my buddy. You guys see? I can't tell from the. Do you guys see him when he puts his little hand on my shoulders? Let me know he wants pets and cuddles. Yes, he's such a big old chubby boy. All right, learn it. Oh yes, thank you again, Terry. I almost walked away without doing that. Sweet. Okay, so I'm assuming this wheel eventually fills up. Like, oh wait a minute, the arrows. Is there a way to organize these? Like right now, I don't need to, but I'm just wondering, is there a way to organize those down the road? You know what I mean? I'm still gonna get a couple more petrified because I forgot I need a furnace. So do that here. There's not a way of organizing them. Okay, that's cool. I mean, again, it's, to be honest with you, it's a small price to pay for basically an infinite storage. You know what I mean? That's not to say I won't build storages again, but that's still just the thought of it. That's very, very handy. Because in my mind, that means I can skip crates and go right to simple storage. You know, I mean, I can just use that instead of the crates and be in a good spot. All right, so I need to make cobblestone. And my cap blocks. Cobblestone. It's breaking my heart to see all the mystical agriculture recipes and knowing I'm not going to get to use them. Oh, goodness. I'm not going to have enough yet, but it's a start. I'm going to make a furnace. Now that I have a cobblestone, I should put one of those in here. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see, I didn't use crates at all. A lot of times I use crates. I'm an organization fool. You guys have probably noticed that about me. I like stuff organized. Everything in my worlds get their own little sections. You know what I mean? So, oh my God, somebody just said buy it. I did not even think about that. Get out of there. Did not. Oh, this is a chance, right? This is. Oh my God, that's awesome. I bought one extra. Okay, so yeah, that is really, really cool. I'm assuming it would still be beneficial to make a cobblestone generator eventually, but that's pretty good. You know what? Right off the bat, where I'm going to use that the most, fuel. Fuel right off the bat. That is 100% something I would use it for, because I hate burning wood and such.
I would much rather just grab a stack of charcoal out of the damn furnace. Give me that. Yes! Oh my god, yes. Oh wait, how much? I don't know how much it costs. 32. Okay. Well, that's a chunk, but that's still not horrible. Let me get a little bit of charcoal going here. That I'm not. All right, I'm gonna make a relatively inappropriate joke. Okay, well, I'm preparing you guys. You're warned ahead of time. All right. This is something I say all the time, but I think it's funny. So hopefully none of you are kids. Ready for this? I'm not going to say that I'm excited by this concept, but I could cut diamonds with my nipples right now. Diamonds, I'm telling you. That's how exciting I am. Learn the furnace. I can learn the furnace. Oh, I need a pickaxe. Oh, hang on. Let me get a pickaxe. No, you're fine. All right, let me. Oh, wait. I want cobblestone one because I can just get it. There we go. Back over here. That's not enough. Oh, yeah, it is. I had one over here already. Take stone pickaxe, which I can learn. Excellent. Cobblestone. Okay. I'll break the furnace. Boop. And furnace in. Furnace. Excellent. That back on there. Then I put that in there. Excellent. Can you learn the crafting table? Oh, you know, I didn't do crafting table or chest. That's not a bad idea. Okay, let me grab that and let's grab this side. That probably a good idea. Chest learned and excellent, most excellent. There. All right, where'd my chest go? Back over here. Oop. Interesting question for you. You can make, using the chest builder, you can make the large chests that I like to do that are blue. Is that something that I could just pull more out of? That seems like something I would still have to use the builder for. Make a bunch of energy condensers. I don't know what an energy condenser is, but it sounds fun. Good idea. I will learn these as well. Good job, Terry. Give me all your stuff. That'll be extra helpful with some of these things. You do have to make a decent amount. So, but you know what? I didn't learn one of these things either. Give me that. Oddly enough, you know what this feels like to me? This almost feels like using the filing cabinets. Like I have to take one thing and make a folder once and then I'm good. It kind of feels like that to me. Can't learn the large chest. Okay, I'm assuming there's some stuff out there you can't learn, and that's fine. You know, there's going to be some stuff where the mod just isn't compatible or something like that. So understandable. So until you could build the portable table. Portable table, like crafting table on a stick. I've seen that. Okay, so where was I? I've got clay. I got one clay sapling, but I haven't used it for anything. Hey, bub, what's wrong? What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? You want a pet? I'll pet you. So, isn't it when we got our cats, they already had names, right? Midnight was already Midnight. We did not change his name. But I started calling him Mr. Midnight because to me, he just had that kind of air about him. I like that. And then one day I went to call him Buddy. And I was also thinking Chubby because he's got a little chonker butt on him. And it came out Bubby. And for some reason, he's been Bubby ever since. He's not right, Bubby. Last night I went to bed and both he and Patches were up on the bed, on my feet sleeping. And when I woke up again the next morning, they left, but they were back there again this morning. They like my heated blanket. But I used a little space heater in my room for the first time last night. And poor Buffy was scared of it. She wouldn't come into the bedroom. So I'm going to have to get her more comfortable with that. All right, let me do some more clay stuff here while I'm chatting. Just try checking Jai. Just wait until you can build. Oh yeah, we talked about the portable. Where's my wood? Energy collector turns light into EMC slowly. So that could be a goal to make one. You could fill some things with EMC. Well, that sounds interesting. Excellent. These. I'm just making up a few of the clay things here, so we've got some stuff to work with. So here in the basement, which is where I guess you could say my streaming area, my bedroom, I got a second living room, my bathroom, all that stuff. Our central heat and air, you see the vent behind me up on the wall over there. But my bedroom was actually designed to be a storage room. So there is no heating or air in there. There's one of those little heaters across the floor, you know, little that you can turn on down there, but I don't use it. My bed's against it actually, because I don't trust those that much. So I don't have heating or air conditioning. In the summer, it's not that bad. Being in a basement, it stays relatively cool anyways. But I keep a fan in there, like a little box fan that I'll use at night sometimes, because I like the noise almost as much as I like having the air blowing on me. But in the wintertime, it gets cold down here. Like my hands are pretty chilly right now. So in my bedroom, it gets even colder. And most of the time, up until now, I would normally leave my bedroom door closed all day, because why waste money heating a room that I'm not going to be in? There's no vents in there, so the heat just has to blow in there from over here anyways. But at night, I'll plug in a little space heater and keep the door closed. Now that I got the cats, I can't really do that, because they'll want to come in. Anytime I've closed the door, even just to change, they get all freaked out and start smacking on the door, wondering what I'm doing. Bone sapling. All right, let's check out bone. See if we've got the stuff to make that. And so a little space heater means the world in there. I will need bone meal and a petrified sapling. Bone meal is... Oh. Am I missing a step? Is there an easier way to get bone meal? You know, I've never made bone amber. Bone amber can be turned into bone. You could do that if you didn't want to just make bone out of it for some reason. Huh. All right, I think it's gravel next. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's do gravel instead. Gravel. All right, so that's gravel acorns and a petrified. And gravel acorns are jumping on top of petrified. Okay. Let's see, which ones are these? That's clay. Oh, no, I don't have any petrified. Oh, it's because I used them to make... Okay, I guess I'll have to make some petrified. Since that's not... I can't make those, right? Yeah, I couldn't learn those, so I can't do that. All right. Easy enough. Easy enough. We'll make it just enough to make the next one here. Yeah, one bone meal and learn it. No, I agree. Yeah, I've got to get a gravel sapling first. But that's all right. That's okay. Ooh, tree won't jump. Energy collectors use to upgrade items and make EMC, and energy condensers use to dupe items with EMC. Okay. Just one. Yeah, all right. Good Lord, tree. I am twerking like a madman over here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna say, you're making me shake my booty. That much work, my booty's gonna wear right off. Nobody wants Draven with no booty. Nobody wants that. Would a cobble generator just be free EMC? Ooh, there's a good question. Add it in there. Oh, that's a whole nother question. Can I, using some type of cable and stuff, automatically feed things into the table, or do they have to be manually put in? Why did I do that? That would be an interesting question. No, you cannot. You have to manually put it in. Okay. Again, not bad, not horrible. Just wanted to check. So using it as an inventory source then wouldn't be as beneficial because you can't have processes just kick in there. You know, I don't know why it just censored 2 people for having the word manually. I had to literally go in and approve 2 of your guys' posts because you put the word manually in there. It blows my mind what YouTube blocks. All right, so I needed, how many of these? I'm going to need 8. 8 I need. Squish, 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 squish. Oh, well, guess I'll make an extra one. That one flew off the world. How many did I get? Dirt, gravel. Gravel, I got 5. Okay, so need 1 more. Oh, there was one behind me. I probably don't need that many then. Okay. Squish, squish. You can put things into it automatically. I also use Project. Is Project X in this pack, or are you saying that's something that you normally add? I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Let's see, that was gravel surrounded by petrified. Not. Was. Excellent. You give me knowledge. Excellent. More. No, it isn't in the pack. Okay, gotcha. You can make a lot of things with small EMC into one thing with a larger MC. You don't have to. Excellent. Okay. Oh, I was holding tab, not tilde.
For storage, come in handy when you forget one of something. Tap on me all times. Between that and my remote, I have everything at my fingertips. Ooh, excellent. Oh, I didn't realize so many of you guys had done so much with Project E. This is very exciting. I'm looking forward to learning new things. Except for, so I've got, hang on, I'm just going to make a few gravel here real quick. Build up some gravel stuff, and then we will work on bone meal. Give me knowledge. Presentation tablet is basically the tablet, but like a remote control. Excellent. We will definitely do that. So I get there. 42,000 EMC. Oh, all right, WD Ghost. Well, thank you very much for coming by and hanging with us today, though. Appreciate that you did. Have yourself a great evening. And to all the rest of you who are watching today, I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully, again, I know this little part we're doing right now is not the most exciting to watch, but by the next time we stream this Monday, this here will be a lot more advanced than what you're looking at now. This, I promise. Okay, so I need a gravel. Learn the gravel. Did it learn? It says learned. Oh, wait. Maybe I have to click now? Oh, I got to click now. Okay. So there's the gravel, and I need water. Can I make a bucket from wood? I forget. No, it's a clay bucket. Clay. Should have clicked on the clay button, shouldn't I? Clay. We'll now make a clay and learn it. Because I'm lazy, I will take another clay out. Excellent. In here, get those. I will learn one of these little clays. Excellent. Draven has mastered clay. Then I will cook the clay after I make a bucket. Oop. Oh, wait, I should probably learn that too, right? And then, yes, then I'll cook it and learn it again. Infinite knowledge. Yes, so far I am thoroughly enjoying the EMC concept. I can see where it'd be very beneficial. I can see a lot of cool things that could be done with it. Now, I haven't looked into the, I learned the clay thing twice. I haven't learned all of the, like all the actual stuff that you can do with it itself specifically. But I do like the concept of using this. Okay, so I need water. I forget how to get water. Oh, hit the wrong button. Hey, there's a question. Can you do liquids? Can you put liquids in there? Why am I forgetting? Crushing tub. What is it you squish? Oh, any sapling. Okay. Couldn't remember, was there a specific sapling? Only water and lava. Oh, so you can put water in there. Well, that's not bad. And in there. Squish, squish, squish. Let's see. Search bar at the top of the table. We have tons of items. Okay, that's cool. I look like a search. I hadn't checked it yet, but I thought that's probably what that was. Oh, you said I can learn water? Get water in there? Yeah, I didn't learn anything. Calm down. Their cats are going crazy. But in buckets of water and lava, but not water bottles. Oh, it has to be a regular bucket. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll come back to that. That's fine. That's not a problem. And I needed a piece of gravel to get bone meal. I will learn the bone meal. The ways of the bone meal. Then I can work on my other tree, which was... Hell, I forget which sapling I was making. Bone, yes. I've known that. Bone meal. Bone meal sapling. Bone. You know, I should have just typed in bone. Not my smartest moment. There it is, bone. Oh, I need more. Eventually I'll have to start putting more stuff in here to earn juice, but right now I'm okay with it. And that was surrounding a petrified. I could definitely see where this is going to save me having to make anywhere near as many humping things. You know what I mean? Won't have to do a lot of that. So I can see where that would definitely be beneficial, because now like that, I didn't have to go and dunk more stuff, more gravel, put that together. Didn't have to hump more trees to get more resin. I could definitely see where that would be very, very beneficial.
Excellent. Okay, so I like that. All right, so now we have a bone sapling. Now I should probably hump a couple of those real quick just to make sure we got a couple under our belt here. Is there a way to put a filter on item cables somehow? Item cables have a built-in black and white, blacklist and whitelist. If you right-click on the, again, depending on the cable, if the actual extraction cable has a whitelist or blacklist, but the cables themselves, unfortunately, no, there is not. I think I learned the bone. I'll check. I think I did. I may not have. I may have just put the bone meal in there. So hopefully I got another one. Gravel, bone. Okay. Did I get the bone? No, I guess I didn't. Okay, good call. Thank you very much again. Oh, it didn't say I learned anything. So yeah, I must have learned it already. Okay. Hey, here's a question. Can I do leaves once I start getting leaves? Oh, you got to go? All right, Logan. We'll have you a good evening, and we will catch you later, sir. Have a good night. Yeah, item ducts are different. There are different folders you can use and things of that nature, yes. But again, I normally just use, if I'm using an extraction cable, whether it's liquid or items, just you can do it at the source. You can filter it there. Sky Factory 3, I will say that I like Sky Factory 3's ability to filter stuff a lot better. I like a lot of the different cables, the ender cables and such. I like those a lot. I wish we had some of those back. I'm going to throw a bunch of this stuff in here for now because I'm carrying a lot. Come back for what I need. Except I need another bone set. All right, so let's see here. Look, I'm already tearing through this stuff. I didn't cook a dirt acorn. Let me grab one of those. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well get some of the advanced. All right. Cotton. Okay. Cotton sapling. Cottonwood acorns. Of course they are. One get one. That. The jungle sapling. Jungle sapling is clay and mud. Okay, so I'll need one of those. How do you get cottonwood? Acorn. Guess it's this way. Fine. So I need 2 jungle saplings. Okay. Now I'll just grab dirt. Excellent. Dirty water. Oh wait, which sapling do I put in there to get that? Jungle sapling is clay. Okay. Clay. Gravel. Petrified, bone, clay. 2 jungle saplings. Excellent. One of them has to turn into a vine. Wait, I gotta learn a jungle sapling. Almost forgot. Got it. Oh, give me those back. And that one's gonna become a vine, which I'll learn as well. Excellent. Let's see here. What am I missing? Sorry, I'm getting excited. I'm not looking over here. Break the charcoal down into pieces. Yeah, I've never really done that. It's one of those few things that I've never really run out of those items, oddly enough. What did you miss? Not much, just still powering through the saplings. We haven't added any new challenges yet, although if you guys think of another one, I'm open to suggestions. The chip has fried my brain. I won't lie. I think it did fiddle a little bit with the medication I took today because I was feeling very lightheaded then. I feel much better now. There it is. Give me that. Give it to me. Learn. All your knowledge are belong to Draven. Okay. And I'll need more bone meal. I'll just make it. Excellent. Hey, thank you for for telling me to throw in that wand because this would be a lot harder if I was actually having to earn this. Cottonwood. Learn it. Excellent. Now I'll make a few of these to get them started. Let's see. Just ride my brain. Vacuum just at shorter distances. That's correct. Oh, string. Hey, I got a string. I can learn that. Nice. No simple storage? Well, I'm going to need some type of decent storage. And again, that's where we fall back to where someone had recommended don't use the hoppers. I don't want to bore everybody horrendously watching me make and run around and do different stuff. Like I said, the hoppers I want to be able to use. I need to use some type of symbol storage or some type of storage. And since simple storage is the vastly superior storage, I would feel better using it. Because again, I just want people to have me run around and pull stuff out of 1,000 crates. So again, that's where we fall back to the hopping bonsais. Because I don't want to have to unload them manually and you guys watch me do that an hour every day, I'm still going to use the filing cabinet and such because I can just set those up to go and then we've got the materials to move forward. Excuse me. Dying over here. What did I just do? Did I make something I didn't know how to make? No, I did not. All right, so we've got a couple of those now. Sand. No huge chest. That could be doable. Those are basically just convenient anyways. Petrified, surrounded by sand. Gravel jumped on. Gravel, I already got enough. Going slow so I can try to catch them. I don't lose any. 6. Okay. Petrified. Oh shoot, I don't have any with me. Sand to be learned. Excellent. Some of those. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely saying I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna add boredom to the stream. Challenge I'm all about, but I don't want to do anything that's just gonna make you guys have to watch me do a bunch of manual stuff. I understand people. The challenge here is people trying to think of things that'll make it harder for me, but I don't want to make it harder for you as the viewer as well. This love. Intriguing. So I will have, I will now be having on average 2 different worlds that I'll have to keep up for the streaming, for the streams now, so we can check out each one. Oh yeah, I guess that's some good ideas you guys are checking out there. I don't have an axe. I gotta make an axe. Hold on. I have a cobble. That. No, it just dawned on me I hadn't learned an axe yet either. So I thought it might be beneficial to learn that in case I need to make one later. Anything I can think of, I haven't, that I can make. That. Bricks. I could cook a brick, couldn't I? What do I do with my table? Hello, Patches. Yes, I know it's getting close to treats time. Let's see. Clay. Already learned that, right? Where's clay? Oh, yeah. I got that advancement too. Eating dirt. Which I will never have to eat food. That's one thing you guys were talking about. Don't become an android. Considering I have every perk from Prestige, I have 99% of. Don't get me wrong, I'll take way more damage. I don't have the armor of being an android, but I probably am never going to have to eat unless I do some massive vein mining. Yeah, I prefer to do the twerking. I hate the running around. I get dizzy. There's clay. Excellent. Don't need that yet, but we'll throw it in here. Let's throw stuff in there as well. All right. So let's see what's next on the list. A bed. Oh yeah, I should make a bed. How much string is it to make a wool? 4. It is. This. Oops. Anyways. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta make it in there. That. Bed. Wool. Bed. Learn the bed. I learned this. Bed. Excellent. That's fine. Grout. Yeah, that's one thing. We'll definitely, when we get to the smeltery, that'll be helpful. Draven, I've learned you have all the prestige perks. You are almost unkillable without armor. The challenge, no armor. Let's get to that point and see if I start dying, and then we'll figure out whether we need to use armor. I usually only want armor just to be able to fly. Since it won't make me fly, it's not going to help me that much anyways. But I mean, food is definitely not going to be an issue. Health boost, regeneration 2. Fire resistance. I don't think that's fire immunity. I still think you take damage. I just don't think it's max. Can't remember. We'll see. All right, so where was I? I've gotten that one. Oh, I got that advancement. Oh, it's going to make me do it at night. Uh-oh. Time to get smelting. Oh, we're entering the world of smeltery. Interesting. Okay, so we do need grout already. Okay, so I can't put acorns and stuff in. Saplings, we said, could go in there, right? So if I get a ton of saplings, I could put some saplings in to get EMC power. And I've got a whole bunch of dirt that I'm not going to need, so I could put those in there to get me some. Ooh, that was worth a lot. Ooh, that's very nice. And then we said wood was good. I could throw a stack of wood in there. Wait, is it planks the same? 5, 12. Oh, no, those are way worth more. Okay, so I can put a stack of these in here. That gives me a bunch. So now I can start making the grout stuff, which will be super easy because I have so much power. Let's see here. Love your vids, bro. Well, thank you for ETW. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming by. That is awesome. Woodwork's good for building up. Excellent. So yes, we said we needed sand first. Was that correct? 10, 16. Do I already have sand? Oh, I did make sand. Okay, yeah. I haven't put sand together yet. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize I hadn't done that yet. I haven't learned sand. Sand. Excellent. You know what else I haven't learned? Bone. I should learn bone. Where's bone at? Bone. Sand. I should have some bone. I should make a bone. Again, try not to... I mean, some of these things I'm sure I can make down the road, but... Bone block. Excellent. Bone block. Okay. Should be able to break a bone block up. Already done bone meal. Is there a way to get an actual bone out of that? I sworn there's a way to get an actual bone out of it. Oh, if I make bone amber. Not worried about that right now. Okay. Yes, grout. Have the sap, but didn't make it. Okay. For your sugarcane farms, did you use auto crafters or packagers? I used packagers. The only time I would use an auto crafter if it's starting as an essence, like if you're doing it that way. But since sugarcane, it's easier to do packagers because you never have to worry about it clogging. There's only one product. So packagers are just easier. You don't have to make a recipe. They just zip stuff through. Grout. Excellent. Let's get grouty. All right, so I need a gravel and a clay. Right? Clay. There's a gravel. Here, and do that again. That gives me a grout. Grout in. Now I have unlimited grout. And oh, it does. I did shift. I didn't even think to ask, but I shift right click just to see if that would work. It's worth 1.37 billion EMC. Holy hell. That is awesome. I would be interested to know exactly how many sugarcane are in that. Oh, making a big smeltery? I think I'd make a regular one now, but making a fat smeltery, I think would be cool because I've never really done that. I think that'd be cool. Oh no, I agree. I'm just gonna. Oh right, yeah. Well, I can put the groat back in, right? Get my stuff back. You're 100% correct. Yes, make the brick. I'll cook those 4 I've got, and then I can just learn the brick. Super easy. Okay, yeah, that's an incredibly good idea. Thank you very much, Turtle. I appreciate that. Yes, that is way better idea since I can just take it out of that one. Infinite smelteries. Excellent. 43 million sugarcane, huh? Good Lord. Let those other 2 finish up real quick while we learn this. And then as I learn everything for smeltery, I should save all of those as well. Let's see. So right off the bat, I'm going to need a piece of sand. I can get glass. The sugarcane farm is the platform for the working 2 or 3 blocks wide. I do it 3, just so that as I'm, I have my, trying to do this on head, looking down on it, right? If you're looking from the top, you've got your harvester, which is pulling all of your sugarcane, and then it goes to packager, and then it wraps around. So I like to have a space in between those so I can walk between them if I need to. Gives you a little bit more room to work. You don't have to, though. You can just run them straight up the wall and right back down again. It's up to you. I've done it several different ways. But that I usually give it 3 if I'm going to be doing the packaging inside of it. The other ones that I made after that, I only did 2 because then I'm just using a harvester and a collector and a power source. There's no packagers. I'm feeding it into the original one. So I have less space. That gives me more room to make sugarcane. Glass. Learn the glass. Learn it! Did I learn that? I think I did. No? Let's just grab a bunch of this. Whole stacks of love for this, because I'm going to make a whole bunch of things and learn them. Okay, there we go. This. Learn that. These. And that. These. Excellent. Ooh, run out? I did. Give me one more. While I'm here, learn it. More learning it. No? See your tank? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Thought that was an advancement. Learn that. Excellent. Let's see. Is there a way you pause and show me your design for the sugarcane / water? I can. And I want to begin by saying mine's probably not optimized. Okay, there you could probably fit more in there, but I can show it to you. Give me 1 second. So basically, what I'm going to do, let's just say that this is your horrible square, and this is where your harvester is down at the bottom, right? So this is your sugarcane area up top. What I'll do is I'll go up to the top corner, okay, and I'll put sand. Okay, so you've got your 4 sands with a clock in the middle. So there's 1 empty space of water there. Okay, then I'll do the exact same thing next to it. Sand, clock, sand. And so it's going to be basically sand, clock, sand, clock, sand, clock, sand. It's going to be the same way going down. Sand, clock, sand, clock, sand, clock, sand, as much as you can. Now, each sand, or not sand, I'm sorry, snad. You want to use snad, it's better. But for each snad, if you can, I'm not sure if you can see this. I just realized blinding sheet of paper. Yeah. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, so here we go again. So again, up in the top corner, right? So we got 1 space in the corner that's water. you're going to do sand with a clock in the middle. So it's going to make a little cross. Okay. And you're going to do that all the way across. Is that making more sense now? Can you see the paper? Actually, you know what? We're going to let me just switch back over. Let me just switch back over to that real quick. Because where we're at now, I can work on this here in a little bit. Give me 1 second here. I forgot that the light blinds that out. We'll switch right over and we'll take a look. Okay. This will only take a moment. Because we're getting right to ending it here anyways. We're right at the 10:15 mark, so. And I've got to get up early for a morning stream. Now, tomorrow morning, I think we're going to be doing some Subnautica, if I remember correctly. Because we've finished everything in Raft that needs to be done. So Subnautica will be our next set to go. Let's see here. 6C30 AHNF TAHMID. Your tutorials helped me a lot. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that they were helpful for you. Very awesome. And thank you for swinging by. I really appreciate that. All right. Here we go, Jackson. All right. So, again, basically what I do here, I have a chest. Because I'm running so many packagers, I'll do double. This extraction cable, I blacklist wood, so everything but wood goes into trash. This side, I whitelist wood, so only wood goes into upgradable combustion. I use combustion in here because it doesn't take up as much space as geothermal, and it's more than enough to handle the power it needs. So here's my harvester, right? Facing out. And then this is not, this sand here, this is how I did it in the original one. This is not what I'm suggesting you do. So bear with me a moment. I'm just, right now, real quick, I'm going to start just by showing you how my setup. So the harvester is going to spit into this first one, which will package it. Then when I get to the end, I go over to that, and then I start going up so that way I don't run into these pipes. But you got plenty of room to go, right? You're also going to want at least one item collector. I would set it against the back. I learned that after the fact. And you're going to want it relatively low, so make sure it gets everything on the ground. But what that's going to do is sometimes when your harvest, it's going to harvest a certain level, and everything above that's going to fall to the ground. Without an item collector to gather the extras, you're going to have wasted sugarcane. So you want to have that there. What blocks you used in the walls. This is a compact machine, so that's compact. I didn't build the walls myself. This is inside of a specific compact machine. And all compact machines are made of that, and they're indestructible. You can't break them. They're basically the same as bedrock. So this is, again, that's how I have this part set up. And again, you can make it a little bit cleaner. I've added some things since here. Like this here allows me to put more sugarcane from outside into this system. So if I have more, I can pump it in. But let me step out and show you the one that is a little bit better built for the sand. And that's this one. So for sand in this one, this is, again, in no way am I saying this is optimized. This is how I've got mine going. So in the corner, got water, sand cross to this, sand cross to this. Now you see there's a lot of empty space in here. So you very likely could compact this more to make it more useful. If you wanted to, you could just go over one level. Instead of doing the clock like this, you just go straight down, clock. You probably get more that way. In each one of these, I've done a different design because I'm trying to figure out a good way to do it without wasting. But every sand block or snad block has to have water next to it and has to have a clock next to it in order for it to get it. So those two requirements have to meet. If you've got one that's, a snad that doesn't have water next to it, it's not going to be working for you. So you want to make sure that you have each one. Okay? You want to make sure that you have connected to it. Faster way to get cobblestone. Yes, cobblestone generator is going to be your fastest way. Good Lord, this builds up in here. Hang on. It's my system is clogged because I'm inside. We're back to that thing I was talking about earlier. Nothing's exiting it. We jump in here now, and you'll see it's compacting it, but now it can finally kick stuff out. Let me for what I picked up. See how many shot in here from that other one once I opened it. So yeah, that my design for the snad, I really would say try to get one more compact so you can get more snad and clocks in there to maximize your space. That's how I did mine, but I'll be the first one to say that is not the best design. I was just throwing it together because I've already got 2. I was just wanting to get a third one in to start building a little bit more. As for faster way to get cobblestone generator. So if you're looking for cobblestone generator, you can make it pretty early in the game. Cobblestone generator is this little guy down here. All you need are 3 cobblestone on the top and bottom, a piece of glass, 1 bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava. Again, not very hard. Then when you set the block down itself, in fact, let's make one of these so I can show you what I'm talking about. There's water, and I'll need a bucket for lava. If it'll let me use these buckets. Hopefully it will. Already got water. Grab some lava. Water and lava. Cobblestone generator. So once you have a cobblestone generator, you set it down, you click on it, you'll get cobblestone. Now this level 1 makes it relatively slowly. You'll see there's also a tier 2, tier 3, all the way up to tier 5. The higher the tier, the faster it produces the cobblestone. To get it out, you can just put an extraction cable on it to pull it into another system, or you can just set a chest on top and it will just put cobblestone into the chest for you. And it'll just keep putting it in there forever until it runs out of space. So that's an easy way to get a hold of cobblestone without having to make it yourself. 1 million double compressed cobble. That's a lot of cobble. I am new and I cannot get a jetpack. When you say you can't get a jetpack, what's keeping you from getting it? Is it there's a part you're not sure how to make? The game's not giving you the recipe? What does it mean by it's not letting you? I just want to make sure I'm following you correctly. Mystique says, I do rows of water, snad, clock, snad, water. And that definitely sounds better than what I've got, for sure. Is Sky Factory 4 your favorite mod pack? Yes, it is. Sky Factory 3 is right after it. I really enjoy Sky Factory 3. I love the chicken stuff, and I enjoyed it a lot. If I was to go after that, Galacticraft was a lot of fun. I just wish it was finished. Because you get to a certain point and they never did the rest of the worlds and you're kind of left hanging. But the traveling to space and stuff, I really enjoyed that concept. What are you planning to play after Sky Factory 4 Project E? Good question. At that point, normally, before we jump into another mod pack, what I normally do is I take recommendations from the community. We have a thread in our Discord, which you can access by going to onlydraven.com. It's my website. There's a button in the top you can click on. Get you into our Discord. We'd love to have you in there. It's open to everybody. There's a thread where people can make recommendations for packs. I'll go through, download a bunch of them, narrow it down to 4 or 5 that I think are interesting, that I'd like to jump into. And then I'll put that up as a poll on the Discord and let the community vote on which one I do next. And then we'll do that one. And after a while, we'll do that situation again. Before this, we were doing Volcano Block. That's what won the last vote. And in this situation, I wanted to do this next, so I just jumped into it after Volcano. A lot of people have been asking for Stone Block. So that seems right now to be the one people are asking for the most. That doesn't necessarily, that's the one that's going to win the poll. But that's how we normally decide which one we're going to do next. I like to let the community decide since you're the ones who are watching me do it. Let's see here. What else we got here? I was AFK for 13 hours and got so many truffles. That'll do it. Hey, Draven, will a cobblestone generator go up into a filing cabinet like it does a chest? Good question. Let's find out. Get rid of that. Cabinet. Folder. And let me grab some cobble. I want to say that it does. I just don't remember. And I don't want to lie to you. You mean the world made a mistake. I never want to do that. That. Okay. File cabinet. You up. Yes. Yes, it does. So that is all. You could, if you didn't even want to mess with the chest, then yes, you could just put it right underneath of your filing cabinet and that will load into it specifically. I actually had mine underneath this chest, which fed into the system. This actually would have been infinitely better. Never crossed my mind. So very, very good call, Mystique. Highly recommend that. Anybody using filing cabinets, that's a great way to get a hold of your cobblestone. It's also going to be a really good way to get a hold of potentially your 1 million folder file thing, right? As an option, you could get a cobblestone generator, especially if you can get a tier 5, drop that underneath, let it crank into it. You probably be able to put a few of them on here. And then put one folder in. When that folder hits 1 million, take it out, put another one in. If you do have to have all 8 folders full, still can be time consuming. But again, if we look at how much, like I'm using all these cobblestone generators, and I have inside the black hole 270 million. You only need 8 million to get 8 1 million folders. So that could be a very easy way to get that advancement. Let's see. Called egg blocks, stone block, reasonable amount of enchantment books. Yeah, there's a lot of them. You can unenchant them and get them in magic stuff instead. Stone block is a personal favorite. A lot of people seem to really enjoy it, and I've never done it. I know that Achievement Hunter is doing it right now, and that might be one of the reasons why I'm seeing it asked for more than previously. I watch all theirs as well, so it's something I'm interested in. Yeah, it could be very laggy. I see that, Jack. Have you played Awakening Sky of Diamonds? I have not. I've actually only done about 5 or 6 mod packs since I started streaming because we played them so long each. If you want the achievement, wait till you get a full chest before doing this. Oh, that's true. That's an easy way to get the achievement. I agree. You just let it fill up the chest, and then when you right-click on a full chest, you get an achievement for that. Will not let you craft the stone one. Okay, I think we're back to the jetpacks there. Let's take a look at the jetpacks. Now, are you playing Prestige or are you not playing Prestige? Because if you're playing Prestige, you may have to buy the jetpacks with Prestige points before you have access to it. I'm not sure. I'll wait for that answer here. What was the next question here? 720-ish when you took the chip? Oh, God, yes, I remember the chip. I'm trying to block it out. Does Sky Factory 3 have simple storage? It does not. It has something called refined storage, which I actually like more. It's kind of a combination between a ME storage and simple storage, whereas you do build storage units, but the storage units just hold items. So if I build a 56,000 storage unit, it'll hold 56,000 items. None of this, you can only have 64 item thing that's limited in ME. But it doesn't have the full unlimited space of, say, the simple storage folders. But it has like a drive, and you can put different disks in there. And there's some big ones, 200 plus K. I've never filled one completely, but there's not quite as much hardcore automating in Sky Factory 3 as there is in 4. So there's less processes that you would need to have a large quantity of stuff coming in. But I enjoy refined storage. It's actually not bad. I'd say I like simple storage more, but it's infinitely better than AE. Let's see, what next we have. Iron Chest doesn't attach with the ME system, even with cables. That's very possible. Again, my knowledge on the ME system is a little bit more limited. Having a problem where I cannot attach Ender Chest with ME. I'm not sure if they can. I'm assuming they can, but I don't have an ME system to know for sure. Bob, there you go. Bob was actually just messaged to see if you're on Discord. Bob knows way more about ME system than I do. He might be able to answer that question a little bit more accurately for you. Good night, all. I have stream. All right, Terry, have yourself a good evening, and we will catch you later. So what about the auto crafters? How do you have those set up? Inside the sugarcane, I don't use auto crafters. I use packagers. And then it's just basically extraction cable, packager, extraction cable, packager, extraction. It just pulls the next one into the next packager, and it automatically compresses into the next one. So you don't have to do any recipes. You just have to make them go in a line. And then the last one, you can leave it sitting there and you can pull it out when you're done, or you can have it exiting and going into your system. Me, I'm just going to grab it out of the last packager when it's done, when I finally get the octuple one. But really, it's just a packager, extraction cable, packager, extraction. You don't need anything special in between. Let's see what else we got here. So what about, oh, we did that. I need to buy it. May have lost that. I'm having problems where I cannot, oh, we already talked about that. I feel like this is a long pack. We should play the Pokemon mod pack called Pokemon Craft. There's refined storage, mystical agriculture, and the center of the pack, Pixelmon. I've not done any of the Pixelmon. I've had a lot of people talk about Pixelmon. And ask about that. I've never done any of that. I tried to load Pixelmon one of them. There's a bunch of them out there. I tried to do one as before when we were looking at Volcano Block, and every time I tried to load it up, it just didn't work. Like it just straight up, it wouldn't load. I kept getting a crash error, and I'm not sure why. But Pixelmon seems fun. I'm not really a Pokemon person. I played the phone game for a little while, but I don't really know much about Pokemon. By the time that hit over here, I was like married. So I was way old by the time Pokemon got popular. I believe it is 8 packagers. Yes. Let me see. The first one I'll go to. Yes. The good news is if you don't put enough, you can just add another one later, right? So if you get to one and it only has septuple, and that's the last one you have, you got to add one more. So I normally put down 7 or 8, and then if I need one more, I'll just add it at the end, because again, it's super easy to add more to that system. When you took the chip. That is true. I was already a fossil. That's correct, Noel. I am an old man who burned his face off from a chip today. I'm hoping you guys found that interesting. If you came here later, you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. We had a charity stream for Extra Life a couple weekends ago, and the goal was if we hit 1,000, I would do the 1 chip challenge, which is a very, very hot, spicy tortilla chip. So I did that today at the beginning of the stream. That stream will be available here in just once this stream ends, so you'll be able to watch that if you want to. I am going to go ahead and edit that down. Probably Monday or Tuesday, I'll have it up as its own clip, just the first 15, 20 minutes of the stream for people who just want to see that. But I did melt my face off, and it was excruciating. It was very, very rough. I feel like it was worse than the sauce last year. Definitely didn't taste good. The sauce at least had a little bit of a flavor to it. That chip was literally, it was like eating cardboard. It was very tough. It's like somebody had given me a tortilla chip that had been sitting in a bowl on a shelf for like a month, and it just gotten really stale. If you ever had like a really stale potato chip, I'm fat, I'll eat anything. But really, stale potato chip, it was not good. But that said, I think we are at 10:32. This was very likely going to be a good place to call this. Break that down. But you were here, excellent. Well, hopefully that was entertaining. I hope that it was worth your donations, because I know a lot of you guys contributed to be able to see that. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciated everyone who participated in the Extra Life stream, whether you donated or not. If you just came and watched, chatted along, hung out, clicked like, subscribed, shared it with your friends and family, and are on the social medias, every little bit helps. And like I said, I was hoping to get to 1,000. That was our big goal, and we broke over 1,200. So all of that was because of your guys' generosity, and I really appreciate that. And again, at the end of the month, everyone who's a member of the channel, we have a membership program, which is a lot like a Twitch sub. All the money that I get from YouTube from the membership for this month is going to be put towards that as well. All of that's being donated to the charity. So all money made from that November, I won't get that money till in December, but it'll be donated as soon as I get that payment from YouTube. So every person who's a member this year, this month, your membership dues are also going to that charity. Normally I use them to pay for the servers and stuff, but I'm going to handle that. It's just an extra way that you guys as members are getting to participate and help out sick kids and their family. So I really, really appreciate all of you who've been here, who's hung out, and who's participated in that. Yeah, go ahead, Turtle. I'll hold on a second. I'm losing my voice here. Let's see. 8 dogs. Do I use Streamlabs OBS for streaming? Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been using Streamlabs for a while. And thank you very much, Tanner Sprague. Hope I said that right. For the follow. I appreciate that. But yes, I use Streamlabs OBS. I also use Streamlabs Chatbot, although I'm just starting to use the chatbot. So I have a little bit further to go to get that all up and running. Turtle says the cabinet worked for me with just one folder. Okay, so some people then are able to use a folder and get the advancement, and some people cannot. Seems broken sometimes. So I'm not able to get that advancement. It's just been broken for me on the last 2 worlds I did. In Greece now it's 5:30 in the morning and still watching you. Love your tutorials in the stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, you might be the first person that I can remember from Greece. That is awesome. I love hearing people from all over the place, even all over the States and Canada. It's always great when someone lets us know where they're from, and I've not heard that place yet. So that is awesome. I think you may be the first person to say hi from Greece. That is awesome. And I really appreciate that you enjoy the streams and that you came by. So I appreciate that. Thank you. You cannot find the Hydra. The Hydra's the hardest one to find, dude. I mean, hands down, they're there. It's just really hard to find. It's to me, it's more rare than the Ergast, which is supposed to be harder. How many peeps from Australia? I'd say a handful. I know of at least 5 that I would say offhand. Australia, when I see analytics on the channel, so it'll tell me how many people percentage-wise in a month are watching from different countries. Australia's in the top 5, so I appreciate that. A lot of people in Australia seems to enjoy this. That's cool. Could you test that, Draven? An Android might be preventing people from getting the advancement. I would have to take the pill and lose all my advancement abilities. So I can, but I won't do that now because I'm losing my voice and I'm very tired and have to get up very early for the morning stream. But I will put that down, and that is the first thing we will test on Monday night's stream. I will make the pill, un-Android myself, and give it a shot and see if that makes a difference. Because if it is, that'll be a great piece of information to put out there for people, because I get asked that a lot. So yes, that is the first thing we will check on Monday night. Again, just to check with everybody, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's my time, we'll be having our morning stream. We are playing a playthrough of, I believe it's Subnautica Below Zero. They just put a big patch in, and I believe the story's pretty much done at this point. So we're going to go back through and do some Subnautica Below Zero on Sunday mornings. And then after that ends at around noon, I'm going to take about 30-40 minutes to get a bite to eat, and then we're going to be doing our community play day. That is not a stream. That's just a bunch of us jumping onto the Discord, going into the voice chat, and then, playing some games. Usually, I think we play Among Us and such. We just jump in and play for a couple of hours and have some fun. So it's not something that gets streamed. It's just us hanging out as a community. Everyone's welcome to come. It's not just for members. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at night, my time, we'll be doing our Dungeons & Dragons Merged Worlds streams. If you're not familiar with Merged Worlds, I've been running and writing the same Dungeons & Dragons campaign for over 30 years. It's something that's a big part of my life. I'm very proud of, and it means a lot to me. Every 3 Sundays a month, I get on there and spend a couple hours just telling and sharing that story with people. It's definitely growing in popularity, which I like. It's probably my favorite thing I get to do on the channel. If you like good stories, you like fantasy, or you're into Dungeons & Dragons, highly recommend checking it out. There's like 27, 28 episodes out, I think, at this point, and they're all 2.5 to 3 hours long. There's a lot of story. And they're also available, if you don't want to watch the videos, they are available as an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify for free. Just look up Merged Worlds, MERGED WORLDS, one word. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, your feedback. But we'll be doing that again tomorrow night. So tomorrow is morning stream, community play day, night stream. For Merge Worlds. So I had a busy day, lots of stuff going on tomorrow, and then Monday night we'll be jumping back in for some more Sky Factory 4. Have I made the drill yet? No. It needed a whole lot of stuff that I didn't have access to that was going to take a whole long time for something that I was never really going to need. So I may put the stuff together eventually. It just wasn't something we needed to do today. Joining your Discord. Excellent. Well, we are happy to have you, Sixy. It's almost like sexy. Happy to have you. All right, I'm going to call that a day, folks. I'm losing my voice. That chip has burned me out. Hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming by. Please click like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And thank you again to my members. You guys being part of that program and supporting the channel that way really, really helps. I appreciate it. And this month, again, those dues go to charity, so I'm sure they're going to appreciate it as well. If you're interested in finding out how to become a member, just click the join button on my YouTube channel. That doesn't sign you up. It just takes you in and shows you all the stuff you get, perks like access to our Minecraft server, discounts on the store, members only streams, something you might want to check out. Never required, but it is a little something extra for those folks who'd like to have a little bit of extra perks and access. And then an extra special thank you again to my moderators. You guys are everything and help this stuff working, so I really appreciate that. And especially I'd like to throw another throw out to Neon, who also did the one chip challenge because we hit the goal, and I got to watch that and basically gave me a heads up for what I was into. I appreciate that, Neon. Thank you so much. If it says you don't have the join button, it may not be available in your country. Again, not sure where you're from, but depending on where you're at, some countries might not be available. If you're on a phone, I think you have to be on a computer. I'm not sure the join button shows up on phone. I've never looked. but I'll look. So I would check that. If not, try going to a PC. It may show you there. It's $2.99 a month, so it's a lot. It's like almost half price of a Twitch sub, and you get way more stuff. And I'm always looking to add new ones. So hopefully, might be something you guys would be interested in. If we get, what are we at now? 57. So we're 18 away from the members getting a second server to play on. I'm excited for it. All right, guys, you have yourselves a wonderful evening. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully I see some of you tomorrow. You guys have yourself a great one, and we will see you in the morning. Have yourself a great day.